If we don't have to, why would we?
That's a good point.
Yeah, we set this up every year, and then most of the time we don't have anything on to it, maybe once per month.
So what would it change in terms of advertising, anything? I mean, would it save us money? Because it's going to take us 7 minutes today and we're going to have this discussion.
Right.
So
I understand. I agree completely.
yeah, at least you can do business if you need to. Would be
Just to keep it on,
yeah.
whether we have it or not.
Would it save us anything, Katie, if we didn't?
No, because I combined the notices for the whole month.
Okay. So no savings. It's just whether we want to actually have it. I mean, most of the time we just sit here dead for 15 minutes. So.
Yeah, sometimes Casey has something pop up and.
Okay, well, I'd make a motion
I'm good with either way.
to set the meetings at 8:30. One at 8:30. 8:35.
8:35.
At 8:30 on the first and second Tuesday of every month. First and third. I'm sorry. First and third. Ugh.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to set the meeting dates and times for the Banner County Board of Equalization to be at 8:30 a.m. the first and third Tuesdays of every month. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Tom?
Yes.
Robin?
Yes.
Lynn?
Yes.
Item 6, public comments. The Banner County Board of Equalization will receive public comments on items discussed at this meeting or suggestions for items of discussion at a future Banner County Board of Equalization meeting. The board will not act and or respond to comments presented on this date. You will have 3 minutes after stating your name and address for the public record. Do we have any public comments? Casey, you're it. You guys good to adjourn?
Yep.
Banner County Board of Equalization adjourns at 8:37.
What's for which one?
Equalization minutes.
Can you move this just over a little? Like here, maybe? Would that bother you guys?
They're back to the.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, that's true. That's the back.
No, push it
That's
back.
my back to it too. I don't know, it blocks, because of this angle, we can't see you guys.
Like she just turned it sideways, maybe.
Yeah.
Over here. That's it. See it.
So people can see who's talking. Thanks, Kathy.
Yes. Sorry. Oh, no, I got the look. I did something to Ashley's plan. So, what would you... Is it okay? Yeah. Oh,
I was just looking to see.
okay, good deal. I didn't think about how that would mess it up, so. Okay, good deal. Yes. Well, I didn't touch anything.
Those are straightforward, aren't they?
Pretty much. I brought up the D word, the donuts. That was for a training.
Mm-hmm. Was you aware of that?
I was not aware of it, so I asked. And that's what it's for.
What's its deal for orange?
Oh, I don't know, we received that check and I have no idea what as far as thinking you knew something about it.
Well, what I think it's for is the payments on seismic work that they did along the road. They had to have a permit, and there's a fee for that.
Oh,
And that's my guess.
yeah, because at first I thought it was a refund check, and I'm like, we already received it.
And it's written to you guys, if I remember right, Don.
The what?
Isn't it written out to Commissioner, the check? So,
Where you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
want
so you would have to, one of you would have to endorse it, or you do anything with it. So much money, Don.
That would buy us one plane
one ticket
to
somewhere?
somewhere.
From
One of us,
Alliance
one
to
ticket.
Denver. We could all ride to Denver and fly back in.
I don't need round trip. I'll just stay.
Just there. That's the only thing I can think of. Eric might actually be able to shed more light on that than anybody, because that should have been made to the road department. I don't know, how do we get this? Where's it going?
What do you think it's for, Don?
Well, it was addressed to you guys, or it had your guys' name on it with my P.O. box. And
Okay.
I think our mail goes to Katie's mailbox, don't it?
I
don't know why they said it to us.
I was thinking it was a refund because we actually haven't lost internet. We lost it once.
Where did it get deposited into, do you know?
Great idea. It's not deposited yet, because you guys haven't endorsed it.
Okay.
Because and also I need to know what fund to put it into. And so we thought maybe Don had called and got some, we did get a refund for us before for time lost when the internet was down. And we thought, could that be from a long time ago that they're just now paying us? Or
I think, is there coming this year?
I don't know. I don't know. Can't remember the last time it's been.
oh,
No one bought it on the agenda.
No.
Was this just an FYI, Katie?
Kathy.
Was this last year's audit just an FYI?
oh, that one is?
Remember you said you.
Hi, Colleen. Hey. Let me come over there, Robin. Let me see it.
It's just a copy of last year's audit. Did you get one?
I didn't.
We just signed the paperwork yesterday for the audit.
I don't know what. I got the new. I put this
So
on.
if I don't need that file, I don't need it, yeah?
I can't remember.
So
I'm
we
sorry,
just-
you know how long it's been?
We just finished it.
It'll come to me someday.
They finish up
I think it'll be on the next agenda.
their report. That letter in my pile of lap, that's good.
Can't remember.
I don't remember either. I remember you saying, I'm gonna put this in Robin's folder, and you told me why.
Oh, I think this is yours. You just left it with me when we were working together that day.
With that,
Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you.
That's last year's.
Yeah, last year.
You just forgot it on my desk when we were
Oh.
working that day. That was all.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think he's got a copy, right? That J13, Mr. Johnson. Are you guys good to roll?
Yep, let's go.
There he is right there.
Yep, there you go. Like, good morning, Eric.
Morning, Eric.
Call to order the Banner County Board of Commissioners, January 8th at 8:45 a.m. Roll call, please.
John,
Present.
Robin,
Here.
Lee,
Present.
Item 3, Nebraska Open Meetings Act. A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is posted by the back door of the courtroom. Would one of you lead us in prayer?
Thank you. Father, we just ask that you be with us as we meet, do the business of the people of Banner County. One of the requests I would have, Lord, is that you'd send some rain or some snow that doesn't blow. Our way, it's pretty dry and dusty. We thank you for everything you do for us in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. And pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 6, approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve agenda.
Second with some requests.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the agenda. Any further discussion?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just make some things out. Are we really ready to consider appointing the committees? Yes, probably.
I believe most of them we can, when we get down to,
The grievance.
the grievance. I haven't talked to Mark Knob. Okay, have you guys talked to Mark or Caleb? Mark Kavorik and I are here, so that's the only
So
one.
if you want to wait on that, since we don't know what they're all with it.
Are we anticipating any changes onto it?
Well, there's already been a couple planning commissioners that I suspect they might want to do it. I know for sure one.
Okay.
So we should,
So we're gonna have to, yeah, I would just table the whole deal until next day.
like, comments.
That's fine. We want to table the 2026 committees
Yes,
to the next
The whole
meeting.
lot of them,
I just do the whole lot.
Okay,
just all at once.
Yep.
Like,
it's fine.
entertain a motion, or I guess
I'd
we'll just do it when we get there.
been changes, I think, to do the claims now, personally.
Where would you like those, Don?
Mhm.
Where would you like them?
Right now, first thing.
Claims. Do the claims
You
first.
want me to put them as the first item of business under number 10?
That'd be great.
Is that okay?
Yep, yep.
Like,
Perfect.
okay, you said claims, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else, Don?
I need those. Great stuff. Very good.
Lee, do you have anything?
I do not.
All right,
So I'm good.
I will roll in agendas. Do we need a motion to approve the agenda with the changes?
Yes.
Motion to approve the agenda with the changes as set forth.
You wanna
Second.
amend that?
I'll withdraw and restate. So
Okay.
motion to approve the agenda with the changes set forth, moving the claims to the first and tabling the committees.
I think that's just a
Okay.
thing when we get there.
Okay, fair enough. Just trying to be thorough.
You're good. You seconded that,
Second.
Don? It's been moved and seconded to approve the agenda, moving the claims to the first item of reorganization under number 10. Is that where you put that, or under business, or the business?
I don't think you said it.
Okay, let's go ahead. Moving claims to the first item under number 11, other business. Okay,
Actually, we should move it to 9. We should do it before we reorganize.
Can do that.
Okay.
Blake, you good with that?
I'm fine.
Now I got too many arrows going on here. Do you want, as number 10?
Yep, right.
Okay, so
Sorry.
moving claims to item number 10 right after public comments. Any further discussion?
Nope.
Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Item 7, approval of minutes, December 16, 2025 meeting.
Move to approve the minutes of the December 6th, 2025 meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the December 16, 2025 meeting. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Item 8, correspondence, the Lumen refund check for $1,300.
We got a check from one. Do you know anything about
Yeah, that was part of the, what was the cost on it?
1,300?
1,300, yeah, that was, one of,
If you,
when they put the, what am I trying to say, I'm sorry,
Right away from it.
yeah, permit, sorry, yeah, it was the one right away permit, yes. That was right after we started the new process, we sent them to that, yes, that's right.
So where would you like Kathy to put this money, Eric, in your road?
Does it go to the road or does it go to general funds? I'm not
What's the
sure.
road?
Are
I
you
think
thinking,
it's right permit, right?
are you thinking
Yeah,
on?
I'll just put it as right away.
Like, what are you thinking road?
That sound right?
I don't think we have anything under right away permits for his budget, do we?
Oh. I don't know, but I've been putting in lots of permits in there as a right away. That's, yeah,
we could probably just go on this line.
Miscellaneous?
we'll figure that out.
Yeah, miscellaneous would be fine.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, so road miscellaneous. Good with that, Kathy?
Yeah.
I don't think we need to vote on that, do we?
No.
Good with that one?
Yep.
Item 9, public comments. Banner County Board of Commissioners will put public comments on items discussed at this meeting or suggestions for items of discussion at a future Banner County Board of Commissioners meeting. The board will not act and or respond to comments presented on this date. Please keep comments limited to 3 minutes. Do we have any public comments from the Banner County Board of Equalization? Yes, ma'am.
Hi there.
Hello,
Colleen
would you,
Shoemaker.
would you step up to the podium
Sure.
so that, thank you.
Colleen Shoemaker, COLLEENSHOEMAKER. I just joined the KCTS board and I would like to put it on the agenda just to kind of talk about how we can maybe get our people here in Bannock County to use that transit or whatever. So I'd just like to have that on the agenda for next time if possible.
Okay, tell me what board that is again, Colleen?
The Kimball County Transit System, KCTS.
Are you good with that, Katie?
Yep.
Thanks, Colleen. Katie will put you on the agenda.
Great, thanks.
Okay, item 10, claims.
I went through them. I'm fine.
You went through these as well?
Oh, I did not go through those, but
And you both are good with these?
Yes. That's my question.
Just gonna have them currently. I bet you it's called.
Take a motion to pay the claims as presented.
Haven't been through it yet.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the claims as presented. Any further discussion? I need to go through the road yet.
You want to wait to move, right?
I would like to,
That's fine. That is one second.
There's the dementia and minutes.
We should get packets for the county.
I don't know who needs to sign that one.
Well,
When there is any suspicious packet, you would say. That was just, I don't know where they're going. Yeah, it's just understand this. Go fast, so. I just didn't know it's going to be where it's here, but that's the time.
What's
Somebody was.
These are on the website enough, so.
I had a modest meeting in town, so I missed this one. What was this installation?
yeah.
It's been like 6 weeks.
No, I was hoping to get her. Guest speaker.
Understand.
Yeah, it's only. It's like, oh,
You read it pretty nicely. By the time I signed it. So Mrs. Jones, I won't speak out of turn again. Everybody our age is just that.
Or you get the wrap on the top, or
Yes.
grab the hair in the back, ear.
yes.
So, thanks, since there's not a few signatures.
And they said that the family is trying to get my money. She said, I don't get money from somebody that is in business. It's not good. It's not good. Exactly. I mean, I can even make this kind of like after school thing says that maybe the bus driver. And she is working. She'll probably come back and I don't know, she'll say that she may, but I'm not saying this is going to see what we can use if we would encourage people to see stuff, especially when, especially when I don't know, the people together. Want to get the town, it's just going to be something.
It's good.
And then some signs up, something down and say, hey, voters. Like I said, I just been to do previous and so stuff like that. So,
That seems much enough.
Oh, yeah, yeah, no, that's good. As much as.
Guys are good with all of that.
There's one time, could be like a chance. We need to, okay, that means, I don't know, turn. It's really old. 3 years. And went out. So I got you good. I go to Milton, but you know, I got tired of saying that. Most of it's not that way. We don't hurt the higher. It's just that's nice. What? Go get checked. There's nothing here doesn't pay. The church does.
Almost there, last child.
Secondary. No, it doesn't. We'll stay on that. See,
I should say.
I got it on Gary's address. We still got to pay $50,000.
She said, HSA, $2,000.
Really? Yeah, I mean, that. I just heard something else to do a check. Another best thing.
Yes. That has to mention that has superhero language over here.
Yeah. So much. No.
What you're having is. That's what I'm sure. Was a certain time, please. Social media. It wasn't really flat and falling from this thing. So,
It's a big wire like those $6.02.
with the list. I'll get you the contact. It's neighborhood.
You guys have an agent office today?
Yes, that is some, obviously not there.
And region?
Yep.
Or maybe we'll get you to region. What time do they start?
I think it's 11. I just don't think it'll, I mean, I'd go if it could, but.
Did good.
All right. Any further discussion on the claims?
No.
Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Item 11, appoint 2026 board chairperson and vice chairperson.
Let's have a little discussion on that. Robin, are you good staying the board chair?
I am.
Okay. Dawn, do you want vice chair or do you want me to continue as vice chair?
Actually, I'd be chair if Robin had happened.
Okay.
I'd like to do it for one more year. I'm up for re-election. Dawn's got 2 more after this. I'm up for re-election in November.
You are gonna run.
I plan to file her after the meeting, whenever Katie's not busy.
Whatever. I'll let you make the motion. Yeah, put the pressure on.
Yeah, thanks, Dawn.
And I certainly would do vice chair.
You'd want to do vice chair?
Absolutely.
Do you want the chair?
Do I want the
You
chair?
have 1 more year.
I have 1 more year. I honestly, I think you're doing a good job as chair.
I think you would do fine.
Maybe, but I think you're doing just fine. So I'm happy with that. So I would make the motion that we appoint, Robin Darnell as chair, board chairperson, and, Dawn Lease as vice chair.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Robin Darnell as chairperson and Dawn Lease as vice chairperson. Any further discussion? Thank you. If you guys want anything different, you know, okay.
Understood.
You did pretty good keeping me in mind.
I don't really think much of anything changes with that, is how I look at it. I mean,
Your chairperson runs the meeting and signs their name a lot, and that's about
That's
it.
about
Not the only thing you did.
That's about the only
That's about
difference,
it. So
the way I see it. All right, roll call vote, please.
is there a second?
I did.
I voted on second. Sorry, Katie.
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Set regular Board of Commissioners meetings, date and time.
To set the regular board meetings at 8:45 on the first and third Tuesday of every month.
So second?
It's been moved and seconded to set the regular Board of Commissioner meeting dates and times for 8:45 a.m. on the first and third Tuesdays of each month. Any further discussion? I like consistency, even though it's early. Okay, good. Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Designate official county newspapers or newspaper for notifications. Currently, we're with the Kimball Western Nebraska Observer and with the Star Herald.
Does anybody have any suggestions to change that? I don't think we have any other options.
Nope.
And I think this is about as good as it gets. So I make a motion to designate the official county newspaper, the Western Nebraska Observer and Star Herald for 2026.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to designate the Kimball Western Nebraska Observer and the Star Herald for our official county newspapers. Any further discussion? Anything with the legislature on fixing that mess, Don?
We pay a lot of money for advertising.
We do. It's
Very
pretty
little
fixed.
effect.
All right. Are you guys good with that? Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Set method of reasonable advance notice of meetings. Is this where you just website and newspaper?
Well, we post in 3
Post,
courthouse, bank,
Hill,
post office.
Post Office, Courthouse, School.
And I would move to leave those postings the same. And continue using those locations.
That's your motion?
Yes, sir.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to leave the reasonable advance notice of meetings locations the same, being the Banner County Post Office, the courthouse, and the Banner County School. Any further discussion?
Do we need to mention the newspapers in the
I don't think so, because
We've
that was
appointed
another
them.
one.
We appointed them,
What
so
about the website?
well, you might want to put the website on.
Is that
Now, just mention the website.
and the website?
Yeah, I'll amend my motion to include the website as well.
And I'll still second.
To include website.
Yes.
Any further discussion? Colin, did you have a question?
Do I have to get up here?
That way everybody can see.
Colleen Shoemaker, why not at the bank?
I think the logic is there are 3 public places that we can post.
That has some
Private.
traffic.
They would let us post having no doubt, but we'll need 3, and those are 3 that we know we can post.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Discuss and approve 2026 county holiday schedule. We have New Year's Day, Thursday, January 21, 2026. Martin Luther King Day, Monday, January 19, 2026. President's Day, Monday, February 16, 2026. Good Friday we have as a floating holiday, means they can trade that for a work day. Friday, April 3rd, 2026. Arbor Day, Friday, April 24, 2026. Memorial Day, Monday, May 25th, 2026. Independence Day, Saturday, July 4. Observed Friday, July 3rd, 2026. Labor Day, Monday, September 7th, 2026. Columbus Day, Monday, October 12th, 2026. Veterans Day, Wednesday, November 11, 2026. Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 26, 2026. Day after Thanksgiving, Friday, November 27, 2026. Christmas Eve Day, Thursday, December 24, 2026. And Christmas Day, Friday, December 25, 2026. Those are all federal holidays except for Good Friday, Arbor Day, and Day after Thanksgiving.
We would move to keep the 2026 holiday schedule the same.
As presented?
Yep.
Is everything closed on Arbor Day?
We have a motion on the floor.
I'm sorry. No discussion?
Well, after, if we get a
Okay.
second.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the holiday schedule for 2026 as read. Okay, any further
Okay,
discussion?
here we go. Arbor Day, is that a federal? I mean, no, that's not. So nothing
That's a
else is
Nebraska
closed. That's a
thing.
Nebraska thing.
So I think with Arbor Day and
Is
the
other
the
offices
conflicts we
closed?
run into, the state offices
All the
are
offices
closed.
across the state.
Okay, everything else is
Yes.
closed. That's why we have it on. That's my only question.
So we could be open here, but if the ladies needed to do anything at the state level,
It's
which
not
is
gonna
what,
happen.
90% of
The
your
work is-
work, if a person comes in, they can't
You're not gonna do anything
do
anyway.
anything.
Got it. Okay.
Kind of a state thing. Am I right?
That's why it's the home of Arbor Day.
I'm sorry.
Nebraska is the home of Arbor Day.
Nebraska City.
It's a really old holiday. We looked it up. It's
Yeah.
like from 18 something.
Really?
Yeah.
Nebraska City's a place to be. That's just beautiful.
Mhm.
It is. It's
All right, any further discussion on that, Lee?
Nope.
Did I help explain that a little
Yeah.
bit? All right, been moved and seconded to approve the 2026 county holiday schedule as read. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Don,
yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Item 11, other business. 2026 cost of living increase for elected officials. Do we do that when we get to, when we talk about wages, salaries, and benefits?
no, this is for our cost of living for 2026 for this current.
Right, but I think it involves that discussion, what percentage we're going to raise for the cost of living.
Well,
It
no,
doesn't. I
because
don't-
we still have to file for this, for 2026, we still have to follow resolution 2134. The question that I have is, in this resolution, it says 2.8 or 2.4% or following the Midwest price index, which is 2.8, and you guys put 5% in the budget. So I don't know what percentage to give.
The budget's just a plan. I think we put 5% to cover whatever we needed. 2.8 is the price index. Can't we put that resolution with the 2610 resolution and,
No. Okay.
I mean, that, list it under that one? So we'll have two resolutions under the last other business is what I meant.
You're saying you want to move that down, that's it, that's your prerogative. If you want to put that down with that, that's fine.
Let's move resolution 20. I'm sorry.
That's just a motion. It's not a resolution.
Yeah.
What you're gonna do to
Okay.
determine a cost of living is gonna be a motion, not a resolution.
Okay, got it.
But if you want to kick it down the agenda, that's two items out.
Move the 2026 cost of living down after 2026 cost of living increase for elected officials under 19, right after resolution 2610.
So we're moving both of them? Or just the cost of living?
Just the cost of living. I think the belly dump we can do now. That doesn't have anything to do with wages and
Okay.
salary.
Good.
Good with that?
Fine, yeah, that's fine.
All right, approval to surplus belly dump on Purple, isn't that Purple Wave auction? Eric,
Well, morning.
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 I would like to surplus the belly dump that we have. We have a lot of work to do on it to get it to be med tagged, I guess. And we have it in the budget to purchase a belly dump. So I would like to, surplus that just so we can purchase out of one.
Okay.
Because as of right now, it's, we can move it, we can run it down the road, but we just can't haul anything that without doing extensive work.
Okay.
It's old and heavy.
Do we need to advertise that, Mark?
You put it on a purple way that's like big iron. I mean, that's your,
Okay.
Is that okay? Because I mean, right now, it does us no good to have it. I mean, well, remember, it does us good, but we're gonna have to put a lot of money into getting it, whipped to get to a welding shop and have a lot of stuff done to it. And since it's very old, I would suggest to, update.
What year is it?
I think it's a 92,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. I think it's a 92. Both of them are in the 90s.
Okay.
So,
Need a motion?
What do you think?
Move to surplus, do you have a number for anything?
I thought I put it in there. I didn't have a number. I can go get it.
Year.
I put it on the email.
Right.
We can just call it a 1992 belly dump, was that?
Yeah, there's a number. Can I run right quick and get it, or do you guys want?
I'm pulling up the email.
Please look at.
Unit number 49205. It's a 1992 Load King belly dump.
Next slide.
49205?
So to surplus the number 4925 belly dump, 1990,
1992.
92. That's sufficient for description. On purple wave watch.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the surplus of the 1992 belly dump, unit number 49205. Any further discussion on purple wave option? Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Resolution 2609, County Highway Superintendent. Want me to read it?
I'll just make a motion on it.
Okay.
The board, resolution 26-09, Board of County Commissioners of Banner County, Nebraska, in regular session assembled at the Banner County Courthouse at 204 State Street, Harrisburg, Nebraska, this 8th day of January 2026, hereby resolve as follows. Whereas the road superintendent reports directly to the Board of Commissioners, now therefore be it resolved, the County Board of Commissioners of Banner County appoint Eric McCoy for the position of Highway Superintendent for this year.
Second.
It's been moved to and seconded to approve resolution 2609, appointment of the county highway superintendent. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Resolution 2607, appoint county weed superintendent, currently Tim Grubbs.
I'll read resolution 26. I'll make a motion to adopt 607 and I'll read the resolution. Board of Commissioners of Banner County, Nebraska, in regular session assembled at Banner County Courthouse, 204 State Street, Nebraska, this 8th day of January 2026, and hereby resolves as follows. Whereas the weed superintendent reports directly to the Board of Commissioners, now therefore it be resolved by the Banner County Board of Commissioners of Banner County, Nebraska, appoint Tim Grubbs for the position of weed superintendent for the year 2026.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve resolution 2607, appoint county weed superintendent Tim Grubbs. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Resolution 2601. Oh, I see how this is.
That's how I'd like to make the motion. I'll reach for it. We'll just read it.
We have to read the resolution.
There you go. Checked with the layman, so we do not have to read it.
Whatever. Go ahead.
Thanks, Marks. I move to approve the following resolutions: 2601, allow and authorize upon resolution of the county board for the treasurer to invest surplus funds. Resolution 26-02. This resolution is to set the rate to be registered, in registering any insufficient county warrants. I would recommend we're at 0.5, and that's where I would recommend.
I would like to take these resolutions one at a time to clarify.
We're in the middle of the motion, so you
Okay.
decide what you want
Go
to
ahead.
do. Resolution 2603, authorize the county treasurer to invest excess funds in Nebraska Capital Bank and in paid. Resolution 2604, authorize and set limit of expenditures and amount to be carried in each petty cash fund to $100 for the county clerk and $400 for the county treasurer. Resolution 2605, authorize elected or appointed and duly sworn county officers to access financial information on accounts, including check signing authority for their respective elected offices. Resolution 2606, resolution to establish indigent burial to place a limit on the expenditure per incident and to set the financial guidelines for eligibility. The limit is currently $1,500. The full text of each resolution shall accompany the minutes of this meeting.
That's your motion.
Yes.
And that covers everything?
There's a motion on the floor.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
waiting for
Okay.
a second.
Okay, I'll second it. Now let's discuss.
It's been moved and seconded to approve resolution 2601, 2602, 2603, 2604, 2605, and 2606. Any further discussion? $100. It was, didn't you have 500? What we have between the two of them?
500.
That's what the resolution says.
Yeah, that's what the resolution last year said.
Was 400. 400.
Okay.
100 for your office and 100 for yours.
Oh, I thought you said 100 and 100.
No, it's well, yeah.
That was 500.
So it's exactly the same as what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing has
100
changed.
in your office and 400 in your office, is that right?
Okay, that's right. It is.
Sorry, Don, I understood it to be 100 and 100.
And that could be what it said.
And you want to leave the burial costs at 1,500, or did you want to change that number?
I don't want to change.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes,
Credit card authorization to set guidelines for credit card use. That's in our personnel policy, right? Did the
we did meet.
have a,
We did meet. We did,
I'm just wait one. Do you know what where it's at in here, Liv?
it's the third to the bottom on 13. Oh,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I thought you,
No,
I thought you were looking on the agenda. I apologize.
Oh, no, I was looking for it in the policy, in our handbook, so I could read what they changed.
we haven't, I don't think we've actually brought that to the board to be updated yet.
the credit card.
Right. We just,
So your committee's still working on it?
the committee has, I think we've made the changes, but it's not to the board yet.
Do we want to,
We sure can.
up to you,
Yeah,
you're the committee guy?
let's table it and we can present next month.
Okay.
Or next meeting or the following meeting sometime.
All right, so we're gonna table the credit card authorization and set guidelines for credit card use until January 20?
Right, basically nothing changes. Casey, we're not ready to do the credit card authorization. We haven't got those changes implemented in the,
No, I still need the editable doc too, that I emailed asking about. And no, I haven't made the changes.
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of the edible.
That was a you guys thing and you just sent it to me. That's why it's in the back for policies and procedures. And I believe it was a PDF or something that I got handed. So I need the actual document so I can edit it and don't need to type it all up again. Because your guys' signature is at the bottom too. I asked for it in an email. I haven't got it yet.
Could be, so we'll let the committee meet, we'll table this till the 20th. The committee can bring us their changes.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys were going to talk about something else at this meeting that I needed to notate and add to it, so.
Add to, so do we have anything else we want to add to it? Additional discussion onto it, I guess.
And this meeting was so full, we didn't want to bring all the handbook changes now.
Right, and we decided
I guess I don't know until it's here.
I'll send it before too.
Okay.
Okay, and we talked about it on the 20th, didn't that on?
I am absolutely.
I'll send a follow-up email too for the policy itself.
Okay, thanks, Casey.
Yep.
Set official employee travel expense protocols. Are those in the personnel policy as well?
They-
So, can we just do that on the 20th as well? We'll do with that.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
perfect.
We'll table set official employee travel expense protocols until January 20th. Okay over there, Katie?
Yep.
Do you guys want to recess for 15 minutes or push on?
We're doing great.
Let's just roll with it, huh? Item 15, consider and appoint 2026 Commissioner Board to committee appointments. Do we want to take these one at a time or you want to just do the
I
dog
would
thing?
cast a unanimous ballot
Okay,
to leave them as presented if everybody.
I'm completely satisfied with
are
that.
you good with that?
I am.
And you're good with that? Dawn?
Yes, ma'am. So
Just-
my motion is to, adopt the slate of appointments as they're written here.
So second.
It's been moved and seconded to leave the 2026 Commissioner Board to committee appointments as follows. Region 22 Emergency Management, Darnell. Region 1 Behavioral Health, Anderson. Office of Aging, Anderson. Panhandle Public Health District, Lease. Office of Human Development, Lease. Panhandle Area Development District, Lease. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes,
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
We will table, consider and appoint 2026 committees until January 20th. You both good with that?
and again, I'd encourage all of us to contact the people that are up, whose terms are up.
Katie, are you good with NERMA?
yep,
Buildings and grounds. Don, are you good with that one? We can talk to Chelsea and Polly. Are we good with budget authority still? Banner County Extension Board, I think that's appointed anyway out of our control, right? Well, I mean, it's in our control, but we've already approved them three, right?
Planning Commission.
Planning Commission, we need to contact. Okay, so Tina and Zach stay on. Joe, we need to contact. Ryan, we need to contact, and Tanner. Leah, I'm good on that. Tim's good on that. I'll check with Jace. Personnel Committee, Casey, are you good on there still?
Yep.
Leif, are you good on there still?
I am.
Check with Ashley. Grievance Committee, check with Mark left. I'm good on that. Check with Mark Knob and Caleb Scott.
That one needs the one lay member still too.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, guys have any ideas?
Not offhand.
A lay member is not tied to the county, correct?
So,
Like Mark Knob. Like taxpayer, but not tied to the county.
I believe so.
That's the statutory, I understand the idea. I don't know why there's.
So we need to check with Mark Knob, Caleb Scott, and find a lay member. Safety Committee, Kathy, are you good on there still?
Yep.
I'll leave Tim on, I'm pretty sure he's good with that, he didn't want any changes. Check with Taylor. Zane, are you good on the Safety Committee?
Sure.
Safety Director, you guys have any ideas for that one?
That's once you let the committee for appointed a director within the committee, that's what I would do.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So
Safety
Kathy
Committee
and
will-
Zane, since you guys are in here, if your Safety Committee would appoint a Safety Director and let us know who you
Okay.
want, we'll appoint that
Sounds
next
good.
meeting.
Yep.
Okay, Green Energy Committee,
What's that?
are you good on that still?
Do you wanna do it?
And check with Joe and Zach on that.
Both are fine.
They're good?
Yep.
Okay. Wellness Committee, Dawn, you good on there still?
Sure.
Check with Bucky. Casey, are you good on the Wellness Committee?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
I was on.
All right. So we will table that till January 2026, where we will appoint committees. County Attorney, Mark. Resolution 2608, I think this one's pretty routine, right? Right, I think it's what we do every year.
Yeah.
Resolution 2608 be resolved by the Banner County Board of Commissioners, the governing body of Banner County, Nebraska, whereas the Banner County Board of Commissioners has requested the county attorney to appoint Scottsville County Attorney's Office to function as deputy county attorney for purposes of inheritance tax evaluations, and in the absence of county attorney to function as a deputy to appear for arraignments and bond hearings that are hearings that are held in Scottsville County, and as county coroner agrees with such request that such an appointment be made. It is therefore resolved by the County Board of Commissioners of Banner County that the Scottsville County Attorney's Office be and hereby is appointed as Deputy County Attorney for purposes of inheritance tax evaluations, and in the absence of County Attorney appointed to function as County Coroner and appear for arraignments and bond hearings that are held in Scottsbluff County. Dated this 8th day of January 2026. Motion for approval and adoption by Darnell, seconded by
Second.
Second.
Least.
Double second.
Roll call vote, please. Oh, any further discussion?
No.
Roll call vote, please. Don?
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Did you have anything on that, Mark? We just kind of read through it and
No, I just need that for conflict.
jumped through the hoops.
I just need that for conflicts. I
Okay,
do the arraignments, I do the inheritance taxes, but
now we're on to,
conflict.
right, we're on 19 other business, resolution 2610, is that correct?
Yes.
Wages and salaries. I was playing with our wages and salaries, and I found a lot of questions, I guess. Out here. I played with it to the respect if we do a cost of living raise at 5%. And then we share the county supplies, and I've talked to a couple employees on this, the county supplies individual health insurance for all of our employees, just the employee. Move the family and share that. If the employee wants to add family, share that 60-40 with the employee. Cool. And if we increase that cost of living by 5%, that compensates for the employees' pay into.
So basically, no one's.
The,
Is it just cutting it off the one
Okay.
part of the blanket and sewing it on another part?
Pretty much.
Basically it.
Yep. So if we were to do, okay, say the employee chose to do the family plan, it's a spouse, chose to do the family plan at 60-40, the employee would pay in $554.83 a month. The county would pay in for family coverage $369.89 a month. And apparently we have 3 steps where it's just the individual employee, or it's the individual and spouse, or it's a family. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
If they
So
take,
there's employee plus children, there's 4. We just don't have anybody that does that.
I'm sorry, Kate,
They have employee plus children. But we don't have anybody currently on that one.
okay. If they were to do individual and spouse, full family coverage. Gotta find one here. It would be the employee would pay $277.41 and the county would pay $184.94 a month for individual and
But they would
spouse.
basically lose their salary at 5% increase. And you can give them a 5% increase, but we're gonna take it right back out and pay you for the insurance.
Right, depends on if they take family or individual. On the health savings accounts, we pay $416.67 for family. And we pay $208.34 on an individual. I would like to see that go to 400 on all. That way, that gives that employee the HSA. My question is, and I didn't know, can you pay a health insurance policy out of an HSA account, or is that just for appointments and medicine?
You cannot say,
You
That's-
cannot
cannot pay
change.
insurance policies.
And I think, I'm not sure, but there's a certain maximum that can be taken out for an HSA each year. So if you do that to an individual and bump that up to 400 across the board, those people may exceed that. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but they may exceed.
Family is 4,800 this year. And this, I don't know what the single person
Yeah,
is.
so those numbers
It's
may be
less.
based on what an individual can.
I think the individual is 38, but don't quote me on that.
And then on the cash in lieu, the cash in lieu is all over the place. Like, why do we pay 350, and this is what I'm guessing, we pay 350 for an individual, the cash in lieu, but we pay 650 for a family.
325 for individual, 650 for family.
So how do we determine if this employee gets cash in lieu for family or gets cash in lieu for an individual?
They have to prove they have insurance, and then they have to prove that they're family or individual.
So if you have an employee, these are just questions that I had. If you have an employee and a spouse, is that family or is that,
Yes.
then the insurance, the health insurance premiums, we shouldn't have a health insurance premium for an employee and their spouse. They should all be either just employee or employee and family.
That's what it is in that.
Because we have some that are we're getting $325 for the individual and then all of a sudden they jump to $650. Pretty sure the individual didn't have a child or anything. So we need to decide on this cash and lieu.
Well,
This does not have anything to do with
That's-
setting the official salaries.
That's all regulatory set up with.
It plays into how I'm going to decide how we increase the official
And-
salary
and that may
because
be-
benefits
and
play into
I
that.
understand that, but those amounts are based on programs allowed.
so we don't change that.
No.
So if
In fact,
someone,
we can't
You
change.
can't change that.
The cash in lieu
No,
doesn't.
I don't think we can change that until the
Well, that's
calendar year.
what I came up with, and I would recommend a payroll audit. I don't know how in-depth our auditors look at the payroll, but we have issues with employees and overtime and time off and paid holidays, and it's just kind of all over the place. And there's a lot.
Okay.
But I looked into the sharing the health insurance at 60/40. We are one of very few counties that paid full family for employees. Most of the counties offer family, but the employee pays a portion of their family, which is
And I'm
ultra
100%,
cheap.
I'm 100% aware of that. I realize that that's what how we're doing it. I will say for the employees, for the other electeds, we are also one of the lowest paid in the state. And we've always based our assumptions off of how good our benefits are compared to everybody else. That's always been one of our selling points when we hire somebody or when somebody applies for this or runs for this position.
So we have better benefits
We have
than other counties.
we have better benefits than
So
other
that
counties.
compensates the difference in the salaries between
It
counties.
helps bridge.
Banner
that,
County's
yes.
small. We're not that busy as Scottsbluff or Kimball
Absolutely.
County or Laurel County.
And I'm totally willing to talk about that at the appropriate time. I agree that we should.
Which one are you talking about, Don?
What we're talking about right here. All we're here to do is set the salaries for the elected officials starting January 1 of 2027. That's it.
I got that, but in my
This-
mind, this will play into my decision how I do that.
Well, I'm very aware that we should be aware, and that's a good thing. You're right. We need to be aware. But that'll be the next budget cycle. That's when this is appropriate to be discussed. Because none of
So
this will take
what I'm
effect.
playing with in my head is if we increase the official salaries 3%, which is just a hair above the price index. Yeah, 3% is just a hair above that. Increase the officials by that. We increase those. We've been doing 2.4% every year, but those will increase with the cost of living every year. We do those every January. So what we're setting is the base pay for 2027, then we'll increase those every year with the cost of living.
Now, this is not the meeting where we're setting this for the next 4 years.
Yes.
This
It
is,
is.
okay,
We
that's,
set it for
we're doing this for
2027 to
the next
2030.
4 years.
This is official, so this is us three, Mark,
I'm with
Zane,
you.
Kathy, Casey, and Katie.
I believe Scotts Bluff went up 13%.
But Kimball didn't. And, or if we increase the official salary by 5%, then I'm more willing to look at the insurance thing, 60/40, in the future.
If
That's why I'm saying this weighs on my decision if we increase it 3% or 5% or whatever number you guys have out there.
My motion would be to increase it 5%.
What's to say something?
What?
Katie wants to say something.
When you guys are considering our insurance of us paying into it, what you also have to consider is our deductible is at $15,000. Other counties that pay into it,
On family, yeah.
yeah, other counties that pay into it, a lot of them only pay 5,000 to 6,500. So that's a huge chunk of our wages because,
That's why we give the HSA.
and you can't hit it with just one person. You have to hit our deductible with two people. So if one person goes in for surgery, you can't, that only counts for half of your deductible, not for the full amount. The other thing is I understand that this county isn't as busy as Scottsbluff and Kimball County. I do understand that, but we still have the same job duties as any other county in the state. We still have to follow state guidelines. We still have to follow our education credits. We still have the same qualifications and requirements. And those other counties, they also have a lot more people working for them, so their job duties are split up. So that's the other thing too.
Okay, we're gonna move forward.
Yes,
Did you make a motion?
yes,
Would you state it again, please?
5% on your current salary.
Do we
And
need
I
to,
don't know what those are.
So is that?
Do we need to
is that
figure each
cost
one of
living,
these
or is that
separate?
I'm sorry.
do we need to figure each one of these separate
Yes,
then? Okay,
absolutely.
so,
We need to start at where they're at today
right. I have
and
that.
add 5% to that for 2026.
Or do we have that
For
somewhere?
2027,
Seven.
I'm sorry, yes.
for 2027.
27
And then will there be a
2030.
cost of living beyond that for the next?
We do that
That's up
every,
to us,
every
That's
year.
up to us.
Mhm.
but I would assume so, because the cost of living will still go up.
It will still go up. So you could every year, in essence, do
Are you gonna do a cost of living and then have that be your basis for your 27 through 30 term? Or
I am taking the current gross salary of each elected official,
from 26
yes, today.
today,
Today.
and we're gonna add 5% to that is what, so I'm,
Cause we've added it from that past resolution, right? Went up, how much we went up every year.
because if we've got to set this out for 4 years,
Well, you'll get that cost of living
You'll
if
get
we
the
choose
cost
to
of
do
living.
so, or if
Okay.
we're even here. But the board will set,
but there's,
choose whether to or not set the cost of living every January.
but there's not been a cost of living for the elected officials for the 25, 26 fiscal.
Sure.
That's my question. That's what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
we did that in
And I think that's
January.
what Katie's.
We did that in January of 25 because it went into our budget.
Yes. Should have been.
That's what Katie was just explaining, that yes, you put it into our budget, but you never told her what to give us. That's why that one was higher up, that you moved down
So-
after this resolution.
Are you telling me then that we have not had a 2.5% increase
Yeah.
for the 26 budget?
Okay, so what I have here
Correct.
is the commissioners in 2022 was at $11,040, $920 a month. Right now, we are at $11,576.28 a year,
Yes, good.
$964.69 a month. So we have been getting those costs of living each year.
I think so. But I want to know that.
Okay, so I do a cost of living every year. That starts January 1st.
Okay.
For 2026, you guys have not said what you want as the cost of living because the past resolution that covers our wages for this term says 2.4 or equal to the Midwest price index.
In January of 2025, our salary went from $942.08 a month to $964.69 a month. So we got the cost of living increase in January of 2025, a year ago. What we set now
for the next
does
4
not, I mean, we,
does not, the cost of living is not determined into what we're setting.
Right.
So we
Because
will
do
determine the
that-
cost of living every year on top of what we're setting for salary.
And if we have not applied that, I will change my
That hasn't
motion.
been done for 26.
Yep.
Right, so it would be-
To be 7.5%.
Because we're in January of 26 now, so we did it a year ago.
Right, and so you need to do that
So we-
first.
Yep.
Your cost of living increase.
Yep.
Then set your.
All right.
Do we have that on
Katie's
the
trying
agenda?
to-
Question.
I think it all falls under this.
That was what you guys tabled earlier under
In,
number
So
11,
we're at-
cost 2026 cost of living increase. You guys tabled it to.
Okay, so we're at 11,576.28 right now. So what do you want for a cost of living increase on, right on, what do we want for a cost of living increase on that?
we did 3% in the budget. Which is 2% under what Slice was.
5% of the budget.
No, I think we ended up going back down
Back to 3.
3 or 3.5.
We put 5 in the budget. For the.
We asked the officials for a 3% increase and most of them shot us 5.
Okay.
I think we're 3. Let's look at the budget and say, I mean,
Can we afford the 5? Do we have enough room for the 5? That's the question.
I think my basic philosophy, and here we are talking on really a motion without a second.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Well, I don't know
I'm
what
sorry.
bothered me.
Do you want me to complete your motion first before we move forward, or how do you
Well-
do that?
Why don't you second and we'll discuss it.
Okay,
We
I'll
can
second.
amend.
Would you please restate your motion?
Um,
Katie, because I don't know.
The original motion was to give a 5% increase to all the elected officials across the board.
For 20,
For,
setting it for 27
yes,
through,
setting January, be effective January 1, 2027.
okay,
Through January of 2030, right? 27, 30, sorry, gotta count it out.
You can start it again.
okay.
That's your motion, Don. Did you second that, Lynn?
I did.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to increase all elected official salaries for January 2027 through January of 2030. Any further discussion?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Woefully inadequate.
I'm sorry.
Woefully inadequate. The 5% increase, it's nothing close to what we should be looking at. When I stated at the last meeting that I think we needed to look at 22%, I don't think we're far off on that. If you take the cost of living from what was set in, was it 22?
You can add that each year.
You're gonna add the cost of living. So I said 22% from the time that we came in to the end. So I'm talking an 8-year period, 22% over 8 years. That's whatever I was at on that deal.
So
So
then you're not gonna add the cost of living every year. It'll just be
you,
that.
no,
and
you,
we
you,
won't
st-
add
you
cost-
still can, but
So you're gonna double that cost of living by doing,
not necessarily. You're gonna take the cost of living back out for the previous 4 years to get back to where it was. So it, as you always said, a different way to get around the barn. Okay. Different way to get around the barn here. I think that we're gonna have to be more than that. Now, here's what I don't know. I don't know if the budget will handle this. I don't know.
I was pulling that up.
That's irrelevant. We can't waste,
Oh, yeah, it's 2027, so it's not gonna
27.
affect anything we got on the budget
right,
now.
this year. No,
Okay, but I mean, will we be under slice? Will we be where we need to be? Because I don't think we're adequate with 5% increase. Frankly, I don't.
so the problem with the way this is wrote this into this is we have to make our minds up to do this for
It's awful.
we have control over our budget and we have control over our benefits package. And I hate to say this, but sometimes we may have to raise the wage up and cut the benefits. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that is a possibility.
I'd like to see that stay as close to the same as
Well-
we can while we're still taking care of our people, who's
Yes.
really at the bottom of the,
I don't feel they're at the bottom. We are right in where we need to be for being Banner County.
Well, good luck hiring people.
that's the whole problem
I
with
think,
that.
I think the 5% on your so in your elected officials, these people run for this office, knowing what they're going to get paid a month. If it's not enough for them, don't run.
Yeah.
We give them cost of living every January. I'm good with the 5%. I think that's adequate.
I'm gonna skip on the sheriff who's in his counterpart stuff, this county, he has a whole more responsibilities and employees. It's making 113,000, 122. That's what they put. You're at 54. You'd make more if you went to be a deputy.
I can go be a deputy with zero responsibility.
Yeah, you gotta work for the city.
Campbell County pays their sheriff 76,000 a year.
Okay, you good with that?
70 is how much?
6354.
76,000.
That's not adding in their benefits.
That's $20,000 a year more than I get paid.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're not as big. You have one deputy under you. Kimball has more. Kimball's bigger. Kimball's more populated.
Kimball's the same size of county. They have a
That's
city
my
police
opinion.
force. They have a state patrol officer assigned to the Kimball area. And
We've
they have
never
4
left for
deputies.
state patrol in Banner County.
They have 4 deputies. So he does supervise more people, but but I'm just, I'm not advocating, I'm sorry, 76,000, but that's the reality. And I'm pretty sure the clerk over there makes more than 52,000. And she has more responsibilities.
The clerk,
But she has more help.
the clerk, the treasurer, and the assessor make 5,770.82 a month in Kimball.
60 plus thousand. Do that. 66,000.
Clerk.
Kind of,
You have all this information.
The deputies make more than.
Yeah.
what is,
I'm good with 5%, and then we have cost of living. Whatever that price index is every year.
so you'd add 5% to the,
We would be at, who
so
would take the example?
let's
So if
use
you take-
Zane as the example. Is this okay?
Go for it, I don't care.
Can we use Zane as the example,
Sure.
what 5% would do for him? Because
He's at 56, let me pull him up. He's at 56,623.08 right now. 4,718.59 a month. I don't know how you want to figure it.
Annual.
annual,
That's what we're saying. It's an annual.
Okay, so that's 56,623.08.
that adds $2,800, about $2,831 to it at 5%.
Is that the 24-25 though, or the 25-26?
59,000.
Same thing, Jason?
It'd be 59,000. Some change. I don't have the numbers exactly because I lost them in my. Give me the numbers again. The current
The 56,623.08
56,623.08.
times 5%. 5 is what you said, Mitch.
That's what we're discussing.
Throwing it out there.
At $2,831.
Hmm.
You'd add, 5% would be 28,30,
What's your total for the year?
We're coming at 56, be 59,454,
Cents?
23.
It's not enough. Mark, what's your opinion?
I don't have a say in this.
No,
I mean, I don't.
Let's talk about your position as a county attorney and what you're paid.
I guess
How that equates to how you're working with Kimball County.
to me, from a practical standpoint, you have to address the cost of living that you want to give for 2026 first. Then, once that is established, that needs to be your base mark for setting the salary for the next 4-year term.
So can I still use you, Zane, for an example?
I don't care. You can, like,
Sorry, you're at,
my salary's public knowledge, so.
So if you're gonna do 2.4%
okay,
for
so if we
26,
do 56.
have to put that in first.
623.08.
Oh, and then you do the
You want
3%.
me to do 3%
It just
cost of
figures
living? This is for this year.
This is just spitballing.
It's pretty enough for everybody.
That's 1,698.
1698.69.
Each have
Plus
your cup, have a cup.
56.
There's lots of.
So you add that to the
23.
Where should I?
So that comes down to, so then his would be 58,
Okay, so
321,
that changes.
77, right? Okay, then we take that. If we, this is just a suggestion, just an idea, times the 5%. That's 291609, right? Like,
Working on it.
and then you add that to 58, 321, 77. That would bump, so we would start this year at 61,237.86. Is that what you got?
And when we set these for the employees, if we do it at 3.5%, that would start to January 1st.
You got 61,237?
86.
86, that's what I got.
Is that what you got?
So that would be your 4-year term starting
That
number.
would be your 4-year term starting number.
Well, it brings me up to starting wage,
Hey,
honestly.
Is
do we want to grab another one this year?
Yes.
Let's do ours, for example.
okay? Choose yours.
And I'm fine with whatever. 11,000. 576. 28 times, we said 3% this year, right? So that puts us 347.02 plus 576. 128. It would bump us to starting at 11,923.30 times 5%. That was enough there. Increased by 596 over 3. That would change ours to 11,889.46. We would go from 11,576 to 11,898.26. We would make a whopping just over $200 more a year. Which ours is minimal
That's at the 3%.
with the 3%.
With
So
the
the
3%.
3%, so if we're at 11,576.28, and if we add the 3% cost of living this year, will bring us to 11,923.30.
Okay.
Is that what you got?
I had 11,923.56, but okay.
And then, if we did the 5%, Dawn suggested is 11,889.46.
It'd have to be more because we're at 11,923.
That puts us at 990. That's $30 more a month. Roughly. $30 more a month. For the commissioners, which we're.
5 times 12 is 60, so.
Be an extra
Just over 12,000.
596 a month.
And I sat down and looked at the clerk. And I feel like we need to set a salary for the county clerk's positions. I feel we need to set a salary for the district clerk position and the election official and the register of deeds. Those are all elected officials and we need to set salaries for those because right now Katie splits those between, gosh, Katie, we have four offices. She splits her, Casey, Kathy, and Katie right now all make the same salary. And I'm not saying any one of you works harder or less than the other one, but Katie's got 4 different offices under her, but gets paid the same as Kathy and Casey. Does that make sense?
It does.
Well, it doesn't make sense, but we understand what you're trying to say.
Good. Because I go down the wrong way sometimes. And I'm just throwing these numbers out there. I think for the district clerk, $1,200 a year, election official $1,200, and register of deeds $1,200. I don't know if $1,200 for each one of those sounds fair, or I played with $1,800. I just kind of wanted to throw those numbers at you guys to see. So Katie would make the same as Kathy and Casey for the clerk.
Okay.
And then you would add her other 3 offices additionally. So we would have to add those to this.
Or you just keep it simple. Come on, over and add that for the clerk.
We could. That's,
Because if you do that, you're
That
gonna
is
have to
true.
go, you're gonna have to create that category in the budget. We don't do that at clerk.
yeah,
One of them you do.
actually. The election commission has its own and the
District court.
district court has its own.
And she gets paid for district court, right?
And she's also got a deputy under those, which that deputy salary has to be figured at 65% of Katie's deputies, the same with Kathy and Casey. That makes sense. And we set the deputy salaries. That's in statute. So giving them the $2 an hour raise should have came through the board. We set deputy salaries for the elected officials.
I want a deputy.
What's that?
Can I have a deputy?
I don't need more people. So I guess it's where, if you guys want to move ahead with that 5%, we need to sit and figure these and figure out how we want to do the clerk's position, because I personally feel that the clerk needs more for those 3 additional offices. Thoughts on that?
I agree with that completely.
Do you think it should be $1,200 a year or $1,800 a year?
What are you getting at?
What is the percentage?
Nothing,
The same
it's all
amount
tied
as
into.
anybody else. But as it was pointed out,
Yeah.
I ran knowing that I would be getting paid
Yeah.
the same amount for the amount of offices that I'm running for. So I have no complaints on how much I get paid. My abilities aren't any different than the treasurer and the clerk. I am not above them, I'm not below them. I think we should all be paid the same. And I will not put my opinion in on that.
I say, as a clarification of that question, you get a salary for being the election commissioner and the clerk of the district court.
It was split in 2023.
Yep.
I don't know how it was split or how their qualifications were on splitting it. But it was the salary that is equal to the treasurer and the assessor. If you add up those 3 offices, they equal what the treasurer and the assessor is.
So like,
I think
we'll just
what
take
they
Katie,
did-
for example, for the clerk's office. Are you okay? I guess it's public knowledge anyway. For the clerk's office, monthlies, $3,370.67. For the election office, it's $349.87 a month. For the district clerk office is $456.28 a month. Register of Deeds, that's that Gene Bauer, $150 a month. That we pay Gene Bauer.
And that has what to do with what?
Gene checks all my deeds.
No, I didn't ask you.
That has to do with where,
Why is that coming up in the conversation?
because Register of Deeds is one of Katie's duties under
Yeah.
clerk.
Yeah, I didn't ask who we paid what under, I asked what her salary was.
I'm stating,
And
that's where we pay that to.
her salary is what? I don't have this information in front of me,
Hers is-
just by the way.
Katie's salary right now as clerk is the same as Kathy and Casey,
Yes, I
which
understand that.
is $50,121.84. $4,176.82 a month.
Mhm. And my question was and still is, how much a month does each one of her additional duties, which she's required to do, pay?
Nothing,
Nothing.
nothing.
So how do we get these numbers in these
Don,
budgets?
John, I think what's happened in the past was that they set those positions to be the same and then kind of backward allocated what the clerk of the district court cost was and the register of deeds and the election official salaries were. I think it was probably somewhat arbitrary. I don't know that because I wasn't involved in it, but I think that's what they, okay, so the clerk gets this, that's the same as the treasurer, same as the assessor, but we're gonna back out $200 a month for the register of deeds and another $300 for.
And we backed it out. We didn't add to it. We backed it
Right.
out.
Right.
Right,
And
you
then,
took it
and
out.
that's how it then would get
Mhm.
input into the system so that those three positions were paid the same. Whether that's right or wrong, I think that's what's been done in the past.
And that's all I was bringing to light, is if we want to compensate our clerk for her extra duties.
And,
Because we don't at this point.
and we should, and we absolutely should. And we're gonna have to pay, we need to work on retaining our people, okay? Like, this is really where it's at. We've got everybody that's been here now. We would like them to run again, I think. We would like them to be interested in this
But
position.
these are elected officials, so our taxpayers and voters decide who's in those positions.
Yeah.
I understand.
If you get somebody to run,
But you're competing into a world with the same pool of people that we've got to take care and show value to our people that are here, whether they're elected in or not, or the next person's elected in or not. I think it's a valid thing that we want to.
I feel that 5% is comparable.
I still feel 5%'s weak. That's been my stance kind of all along on this. I still think I think we're closer to 10's where I think. I know.
So run me some numbers with 10%, would you?
Okay, so
I don't know, grab the sheriff.
so I've got his wrote out.
Okay, so just hold on just a second, let me run numbers by you. So if we did the 5%, he would be at 61,237, is that right?
Right, and if we did 10%, it's 64,153. Now that's a starting wage for a lot of deputies in the area,
So it would
and
increase by
I think that's really the number
3,000-ish.
one. I think that's the number one.
Increases by 3,000-ish a year, right, like random number.
That's what I think. I think that 5%, I think we're still behind the ball. We're playing catch up on so many of these. We did this on the road department. Now look what we've done for the road department since we've taken office to get them to where we can hire employees. And we're still not where we need to be. We have been playing catch up, chasing this ball since I took office, to try to get somebody
But
here.
still our benefits surpass anybody else.
I understand that.
They surpass anybody else.
And
I agree that should be a discussion.
that's,
Yeah, I agree with you, like another day.
I like 10%. I mean, motion's on the floor at 5. I've seconded the motion at 5. I like 10. So is there any, how do we compromise this? Do we look at 7.5? Because 5's not adequate. It's just, it's not
I
meeting.
think 5 is adequate for what Banner County is, comparable with our benefits, other counties, other salaries, and other counties' benefits. And we got that report from
That's where,
NACO,
and that's what I'm
and
basing
that's what
my,
I focus mine off of. But
and
we are
I'm
the
looking at
best
mine a little
benefits.
different.
We are the best benefits.
So if we're gonna give, in the budget, we figured 3%. Is that where we're at?
In the budget, you put 5 for
You put 5 in the
That's what you guys.
Yeah,
But this won't affect
This
our
doesn't
budget,
affect our
remember?
budget.
I understand that, but I'm just trying to figure out what the cost of living raise is gonna be,
You got right now.
We did at
with-
3%.
3%.
That's what we figured.
So
We figured 3%.
With the motion that's
5 in the
there,
budget, but you're 3.
So,
you have the cart before the horse.
yeah, I agree.
No, that's it. We need to do the
We need to
3%
get,
first.
you need to deal with your cost of living increase for 26. That is not,
It's not setting.
that is not the term, the elected term. You need to deal with that first. So maybe you need to withdraw your second, withdraw your motion, start over at your cost of living increase for 2026.
What
Then
was,
you can get to your 5%,
2.8 something,
10%.
something, was that right?
2.8 was the market index.
Okay. We figured 3, but
Well, sliced was.
And we budgeted for 5.
Yeah,
So we
just because we budgeted for it,
doesn't
don't mean
mean
we
we
have
need
to
to spend it. Understood.
We
And I
did that,
don't
there's a lot in our budget that we padded for protection.
and I
I'm
don't
not going
disagree
to
with that.
spend every penny,
No, I
just
don't,
because we budgeted.
and I don't disagree with that. I would agree with you completely.
But this cost of living,
Okay,
this
so,
cost of living right now doesn't take effect anyway until July 1st, right? I mean, like,
next fiscal year.
right.
No,
No.
now.
it
It
comes
takes
in
it
right now.
today.
Because the last
Okay,
time
I
you
couldn't
said it,
remember
the
how
last
that
time
went.
you said it was January of 25. That's
Right.
what you showed.
Yep.
And that's correct.
Okay,
And so you need to set it for 26.
I withdraw my second.
I withdraw my motion at this point.
Okay, so now you need a motion to
Sorry.
address the
You get that
2026
Cost of living increase. Yes, I'll make a motion for a cost of living increase of 3%.
Okay, I'll second that motion.
Okay.
Now you can discuss your cost of living. Sorry.
and that's for this budget, this,
That's right. That relates directly to the 5% what we budgeted in
Okay.
September.
so we need to figure, well, I guess we have a motion in a second. Any discussion on that 3%?
I would like to amend the motion to read 3.5%.
3.5%. I'll still second that.
Okay, been moved and seconded to approve a 2026 cost of living raise for all elected officials
No.
for all employees?
All employees.
All employees at 3.5%. Starting January 1st of 2026.
Yeah. I mean, so
Any further discussion?
we are on a salary schedule to road department. That is fixed. All we can do is raise the base pay 3.5%. Is that satisfactory?
Of course,
So, well,
you'll raise the base pay, which will fill through everything else.
That would be applied to the
That
base.
should be applied to and that's the only way to do it. That's how it's been done in the past as well. So that's the correct
did we
way.
leave base pay where it was? Or are we increasing that too? We discussed, is this if we're gonna increase cost of living for all employees, that does include these. Did we increase our base pay for the road department to 19?
Did that happen?
Did we
Did
do
the chart get,
We have not done that yet.
Sure, we do that.
mm-hmm.
We just hired 2 employees on
If
Is this
we,
part of our discussion right now?
it has to be
This
because
is
Don's
because-
motion was for all employees.
Is that including all elected officials?
Officials.
That's the other part of it, is just for clarification.
Yes. In the reality, that'll give you, we're at 17 and a half officially. That won't give you enough.
The road employees got a raise that one got a raise in October of 2024, was where I show their last raise.
How do we do this without being complicated?
I think we just
Set the
set
base
the base pay
for, on the road department, set the
and
base
let them
pay.
go from there, but if you set your hourly employees, if you increase their base pay, you need to also look at your foreman.
If they're
Absolutely.
on the schedule. That's my point is, we can change that schedule to be 3.5%, whatever you want to do. That's not the way we designed it. What we need to do with the road department is give him a specific number of base pay, and the rest of us take care.
I like the $19 base pay. I think we've been trying to catch that for a few years,
Yeah.
and I'm good with that 19 base pay.
That is right at a 8% increase
Or the,
to get that over there.
our road department has been playing catch up.
Understood.
We've
I
done that
think
for
all
3
departments
years
are
now.
playing catch up, but I agree with that. I have no problem with going to $19 as base pay. That's an 8% increase. That's pretty close to the 10 that I keep talking about.
So
And then
what
this
about-
is your chart, right? Is this your chart one, or is yours different? Is this just
Yeah,
a
that's it.
summary?
It doesn't have numbers in it. Yeah. So, to refine this, do we need to start again? Because we don't know what the heck we're doing. And set a base pay for the road department. And then set a salary increase for the rest of the employees and elected officials.
Or can we go ahead with this motion, set the 3% increase, and then turn around and set the base salary for the road employees, and then that 3% we put into whatever base
I
salary.
think that's a complicated way to do it.
How do you do with the people who've already got raises? You know, like a few of them last year got raises, a bunch of them. So how does that work?
The base pay will filter through the whole
Will
thing
filter
based
through.
on.
We're only talking about road
One-
department.
Right, I get that.
Road department, and
Yeah,
it's one column. So if you increase the one column, it
That
will
one,
filter
it'll kind of
through.
go all the way up and get
It'll go all the way
everybody.
through.
What do you got for a motion at this point?
You said your motion was for the 2026 cost of living increase to be 3.5% for
Okay.
all employees,
So,
officials and all employees.
we can discuss this and how do you want to fix that, because we want to set a base pay for the road department.
Yep.
Set.
Okay,
And all I need to do is change the word all to elected officials. And how do we describe your help?
Are they all deputies? They're all-
Yes,
Everybody's a deputy,
And deputy
even
officials.
Holly.
Well, then, so you do it officials and deputy officials.
Okay,
and keep the road department completely
Yes.
separate.
Department would be, they're not, none of them are official, they're
And
either
we don't change the road
Appointed.
department pay until
or
the new
hired.
budget, right?
Sorry, what?
The officials and the deputies, those are all set, and those kick in 2027. The only thing separate from that is your road department employees, and those wages don't kick in until our new budget.
Well, it depends. If you're talking about a cost of living increase, then that kicks in now. If you're talking about setting official and deputies' salaries for the next term, then that starts in 27.
Well, it depends on who you look at, because apparently we have forgotten our road secretary.
no,
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah, she has
Pretty
not
bad.
gotten a raise.
Secretary.
and she
I don't know when
was,
she got a raise last.
No,
Big
you guys
question
passed her
for
by.
I gave her a raise, you guys passed her over. when
You
I
guys
gave
are
her a
complete,
raise.
your office is completely separate. What I'm saying is the road department has not been fair across the board with
That's
all
correct. We
employees.
have not covered her.
So I do have a question, and I tried to put it on the handbook, so it's coming available. I would like to be able, with you guys' permission, to be able to give raises on not years, but experience.
That's what his table, I think, does, isn't it?
No, table only does it on years, and it's hard for me to hire a person who has 20 years of experience,
15.
as base pay. I would like to be able to hire on ability, not on years of service.
Okay, I think that's a discussion we
But
can.
that's on the, but that's in the person.
So our last raises on some road employees was October of 2024.
They should all got a raise January 1st of 25.
Don't we raise road employees every new budget?
No.
No, we do it in January
We
as well.
talked about that.
Talked about it, we didn't do it apparently.
Well, this one was in October. When October of 2024 was this employee's last raise. He's been here a long time.
And he may have just hit a year cycle.
Your part-time employees have never gotten one.
Well, part-time though are affected by these increases. We set their
Right.
salary set.
Agreed. I'm trying to find another full-time road. This one did not get a raise until November of 25. I think that's where the years of service come in. Am I wrong? Am I right?
Yep, that's
Like,
correct.
it can be throughout the year. It's when that employee hits an anniversary date. Is that accurate?
Yes, of whatever the scale is, when they would get their,
I think all we need to do on the road department is give Eric a base salary
Yep.
for starting and let him do the wages from there, because he knows who's been here. When they cross their anniversary date, then he can,
Chelsea does.
right, but yeah, he oversees all that.
You'll still stay with the year program. So you'll take your operators that have been here, you'll still stay with the step program that's been set forth by Dawn a year ago. Or adopted by this board, correct, or a year ago.
But we give them a we'll do that 3.5% every January or
We'll do
whatever
the
we
cost
said.
of living.
Cost
No,
of living.
Cost of living.
No,
No?
we can. We have that option, but we're not required to because there is a step up in
Step-
that
Okay,
for
got
everybody
it.
based on the anniversary.
Okay.
It's a raise.
So this 3.5% is for our officials and deputies.
Correct.
And do we need, is there anybody we're gonna miss if we just raise it that way instead of all?
yes.
Well, on individuals, I think we need to go back and look at the road secretary and we need to,
She should be on salary scale.
She should be on the schedule.
we need to, because
She needs to be on operator one. Or
she was overlooked the last,
She
basically.
doesn't have a raise, so I would love to give her a raise.
Earlier in the morning.
Yeah, okay, yeah. How'd you do that?
I think the number that we set that to for
if we put our, I'm still on the road secretary salary part. If we do that, we'll get Lizane and tie his office and make that salary.
Thank you, Zane.
But that can be a later date. I just don't want to forget to do that because apparently we have not.
we have not covered that.
And we need to be fair across the board.
I agree. If we say all elected officials and their deputies, will we catch every that we need to catch?
Yeah, because that's everybody but the road department.
So, that would be complicated.
All elected officials
Question, Don?
and deputies.
If we give all the road department base pay, does that mean that base pay changes for her also?
It should. She should be on.
We need to catch her up, number
So
one,
I-
and
I-
then
I'm
move.
okay with that program if that's what we're going to do, if we move the base, then her base needs to follow along. Okay,
What we're
Her
doing,
run.
the purpose of doing it with the base is to try and get them up to a good starting wage.
you betcha. Yeah,
And the purpose of the salary schedule is to reward them for hanging around for a year or two.
absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
So, and it runs out.
Okay, but those are We're just
So
talking
that-
elected officials and deputies, and
Strike
that
the
covers
word.
everyone
If you,
but the road department.
if you would please strike the word all and include all elected officials and their deputies to replace that word. And then read it back to me. So I'm confused.
It's a short trip for me.
Hey, Mark, can I move that stand so I can see what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So the motion on the floor right now is so we've moved to increase, do a cost of living increase of 3% for 2026. Don amended the motion for 3.5% for 2026 for all employees and elected officials. And then Don moved to strike out the word all and include all elected officials and their deputies.
So is that clear to you that we're not including the employees? There's no employees, it's
Road.
elected officials and their deputies only in this motion.
Yes.
Okay. So we have the only discrepancy we have left is dealing with 3.5% or 3%. We can vote on that or.
I'm good with 3.5. That was your motion. I'm good with that.
Isn't that big of a change?
Right. Okay, it's adopted. But not by vote.
All right, are you good now?
If she is, I am.
It's been moved and seconded to increase all elected officials and their deputies a 2026 cost of living raise at 3.5%, beginning January 1.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Thank you, Dolph. Good.
Good.
Katie, are you good over there?
Yep.
Roll call vote, please.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Okay, now we
But
need
you
to,
said
next
that-
step is to figure
said the
our
20.
3.5% increase to figure what we want the officials to be at in January of 2027. Is that right, Mike?
Correct.
Okay.
My motion is to
Holy moly.
increase that to 5% from starting January 1, 2027 for all officials.
You said 5%.
5%,
And elected officials,
all of the officials.
the,
That filters.
just an FYI for future, the deputies, we can adjust those salaries
As-
throughout the year. We don't have, it's not statute, but we
You
have to do
I
that
understand that.
now for 27 through 30.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does. I understand that.
It's just the elected officials. All right, increase
Yeah,
5% for all elected officials, correct, Don?
Yes.
Did you second that, Rick?
Not because I don't think it's adequate.
I will second that. It's been moved and seconded to increase all elected officials 5% increase on their salaries beginning January 1 of 2027 through December 31 of 2030. Any further discussion?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it, Lee.
When you hire an employee in your business, how much more has it cost you to hire that employee this year or in the past year than what it did 4 years ago?
These are elected.
I
Like
understand.
they already
Yeah, but
know the
employees.
salary. We all know the salary when we apply for a job.
But they're employees, and it's our job as a board to determine how we're going to make sure that this is covered and to make sure that this is a position that's worth having. I do not believe 5% is adequate, and I still do not believe 5%. I think in Zane's scenario, for retention purposes alone, I think 10%'s our number. And I mean, I think that's really where we're at. I mean, look at Katie's position and look at Kathy's position. And we've got to, and we've got to keep this as a place to where you want to be and where you're valued and where you're.
If they want to be and they want the job, they run for the office.
I get it, but what happens if nobody runs for the job because they can get a job as a deputy with less responsibility 30 miles away? Then we don't have a sheriff, do we? Or then we don't have a clerk, or when we don't have a road superintendent. And we've been down this road. Banner County's been, our benefits are great, but you can't eat them. And I've said that all along.
Well, if you don't want the benefits, you can take the cash in lieu.
Okay. So
Then you can
I disagree
help out.
on 5%. There's a motion on the floor. I think it should be 10 for retention purposes for everybody and to be able to hire the right people in the future. Care to counter that? I'd probably bite into that a little better, but I'm a no vote on it.
And I'm not willing to go more than 5. I think it's fair for the county the size we are. We use small county, we use everything else as an excuse to do stuff, so
Run
I can tell you, if you walk over to the school, they're gonna pay you a hell of a lot more than you're gonna pay here. If you have a degree, it's easy to do. They probably pay their janitors as much as our deputies. Yeah.
I
More.
just feel like 5 is sufficient. If people want to run for the office, they can run knowing what the salary is or not running.
Okay.
So we have a number in between someplace. That's really interesting.
If we're compromising, 7.5. But no, I still think 10s are numbered, everybody. I mean, you're looking at that. We're talking 8% to get the road department. And it's separate discussion, not part of the discussion. But we're talking 8% on base salary. 8 point some percent to get them to $19 base, which then that filters through. Why would we not do the same thing for our elected
Because we never
and our
started as far
deputies?
behind as we did with the road. For one thing.
Well, but my point is, we're at the cusp to where we're gonna have the road caught up right here. When we work on the road salary and move it to 19, we're kind of back to where we should be on that. We've moved that mark. That's been moved several times over, since I've been an elected official to try to get that caught up. Okay. And I believe we're about there. I believe after today we will be there. Why would we not show the same thing for our other electeds?
They started out ahead of the 8 ball where the road department was behind.
They did, but then we're not, with what I'm saying is we've added another 10% to the road department to get it to where it's at today. They've got 20%.
And we just gave them 3.5 there and 5, that's 8.5.
That's a cost that's a cost of living, not separate deal completely. We gave the road department increases to get it to $17.50 from when you and I first took office. We've given, now what we're going to propose today is another 8% increase. Why would we not give, we're close to 20% increase onto the road department is my point, since I've been in office. Why would we not give our electeds or our deputies 8%? Or 10%.
Well, the deputies are a whole nother, the deputies are.
Well, there's one on the floor.
But you
The
got
deputies are a whole nother category, just FYI.
I get it.
You
I
cannot
understand.
lump them in, they follow suit with your officials. Wherever you set your officials, they have to make 65%. That's where your deputies come in. And we're well above that now with the 19.5 an hour raise that was given to them recently.
And did you consider though, you get, let's say,
When you
50,000 a year, and then you deduct 15,000 for the deductible for your insurance. That brings your pay down to 35,000.
We've got all
a year,
this,
and then-
Kathy. This is a conversation in this board. This is.
Oh, I thought we could all discuss it. I thought that's what we talked about
We
last
asked
time.
you guys for input months ago and never got anything. I never
Well,
got
we tried to
anything.
talk with you, and then we said we were gonna all talk again. So no,
I asked for input and I didn't get any. I don't know. if
we
you
were
did.
all gonna discuss it together is what you told us.
Nope, I said, give
Yes,
us
you
your
did.
thoughts, give us your ideas is what I said.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
moving
we did.
forward.
Okay. So there's a motion and a
John, do
second.
you have input on this?
We can vote it or amend it.
Insurance sucks.
You want to amend it, amend it.
It's not my
Well, you have
motion
to
to
amend.
amend.
Yeah, it is. You can offer an amendment to the motion. say 7.5%. That's what you feel.
I feel 10%. I still feel 10%. But I don't know that it'll float.
Move forward, no amendments.
Okay.
It's been moved and seconded to increase all elected officials' base salary to 5% for the year beginning 2027, January 2027 to December 31 of 2030. Roll call vote, please. Did I get that right?
Well, I don't like the way you said it, and maybe that's what it was, but there's some clarification that needs to happen. Are you setting the salary to be effective as the base salary for that term?
Yes.
Or are you setting it 5% now for the
No,
duration of
that term.
Okay, that's, I don't care what, I
There will
mean,
be a salary number
I
for
just-
each elected official, increasing those 5% to begin not until January 2027.
for that, okay. Well, I just want to make sure that because there's a resolution here where you're going to start, if you look at your resolution that's proposed, 26, then it's,
We'll have to
Take
translate
the
it.
base salary and
Yeah.
increase it by 5%, and that'll be our starting number for each elected
Okay.
official,
I-
January of 2027.
starting numbers, the part that I'm looking for, yes.
And
That's what I'm trying to make.
my understanding, when I made the motion was, we're starting after the
After the
3.5%
Right.
increase
Right,
today.
right.
And I understand that, and I'm not trying to comment on percentages or anything. I just want to make sure that will be,
Yeah,
that
we'll
number is the starting number. I think it's cleaner if, when you can do this now, but when you pass your resolution, get those numbers in the
Right, we're gonna have
resolution.
to sit and
Okay,
see those before
Okay.
we do the
then
resolution
I'm fine. And never mind. I'll shut up.
for each official.
And so what you're saying is we technically don't need the motion. If we can agree on that, we need to just fill out the
Well, we
resolution.
have a motion in a second.
Well, I don't think it hurts to have the motion and,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but we didn't.
and do that and then
Might
pass your
have more sense.
resolution with the actual numbers.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm fine.
Then we'll have to, once we've now got this, once this goes to a vote,
Okay.
then we'll take whatever's passed and implement it into there to get beginning numbers.
All right.
Put in the resolution, is that right? All
That,
right,
Okay,
roll call vote, please.
Don,
yes.
Robin,
Yes,
Lee,
No, it's not adequate.
all right, so now we need to, shall we just start at the
I
top?
have a solution.
Sure.
We can do the resolution 510, starting with the salaries that are in effect today for each elected official times
What's the three?
5%.
We have to add the 3.5 to today's.
Well, yes, but today's salary, because we've already passed that motion, it's effective.
Right. But we need these numbers for the resolution, correct, Mark, to start in January 2027.
Right, but that would accomplish that.
Okay, let's start with the treasurer. That would be the treasurer, the assessor, and the clerk.
So you want hard and fast enough for each.
Yeah, so
So
we have
what's
the
it,
first figure. Okay, what do they have today?
what is today's,
Let me get it for you.
what is today's salary?
Today's
Kathy,
salary
times
for them
8.5%.
is $50,121.84. Is what I have. So we need to take that times 3.5%.
No. Just take it times 8.5%.
No, you can't do that because,
Yeah, you can. That's just math.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just math.
That's true. Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
I had to think that through. That's a different year. You're good. Tell me what you got.
4260, 54.
42,060.
No, 4,260. 4,260.
Increase.
Yep.
4,260.
That would be 54,384. 54,384.54. So remember the guy saying he liked decimals.
54,384.54.
Correct.
Okay.
Are you good?
Mhm.
Got that one? So that would be the same for the clerk.
Yep.
Are we going to leave that and not split out?
For the clerk? No, we're gonna split the
You want to
clerk.
split those out?
I do, I wanna do that.
Okay, so
Same difference, but
we need to change this resolution to read that that would be the salary for the county clerk. Then we need to set a salary for the clerk of the district court, the register of deeds, and the election
Yeah.
commission. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm just telling you, the way you did that,
Or
you
should
got
we-
it wrong. Because there's no listing here for any of those offices.
That's
I'm just-
fine.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Which one are you looking
So how did you pay somebody based on the fact that you didn't set a salary?
She sucked it out of her salary. She
Takes it out
split it out
different.
of
She
the,
split it out of different, the other categories to do that. So she's doing different jobs and not really getting compensated for
she's
them.
taking less money to do more jobs than your other officials.
No, I thought they come out exactly.
Well, how we could do this, Mark, let me know if this is legal or not. Can we add those three offices into our treasurer and assessor's salary, add those three offices in, and so then the clerk of the district court, the register of deeds, and the election commission, that job would technically be more than the treasurer and the clerk. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
I see what you're saying.
How much?
I don't, if you've been writing a check, and I guess I should pay better attention, but we've been writing a check to the clerk of the district court, and
That's in case
so
of salary.
when did you last set that salary? Statutory.
2023. It was right before we
Right
came
before
on.
we came in, it was,
They're not listed. It's not listed on this resolution.
It's listed in your clerk.
County clerk, clerk of the district court, register of deeds, election commission.
Yeah. So if
It's
we,
all of,
if we,
That's a combination.
it's
Right.
inclusive, correct?
Okay.
so if we take the 54,384.54.
Yeah.
And decide how much. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't write the far and opposite. How much is the other three offices worth?
That becomes to me just a matter of budget. It doesn't actually
year.
exist.
It would all be a wash,
And yet,
because
it
it's
would,
all under one
It would.
building.
but yeah, I don't know how you can arbitrarily set that. You have a blank there, and whatever it was, whatever her current salary is for all those offices, times 8.5% is what we need right in place.
So what per year are those other three offices worth? I said either 1,200 or 1,800.
Well, she's already got 30, I'm on that someplace. I don't know where it's at. I thought it was 3,000 something for wages. Honestly,
We'll suck down their base pay.
do you know that offhand, Katie?
Hmm.
The, what the other offices are paying, or what the budget for those are for like your,
Do you mean like Kimball County?
no.
no.
You mean like other
What we're
offices in
actually allocating, and if we're writing a check for that, which I
Yes,
don't
so
think we do. but
the
it's
clerk,
somewhere.
I read these to you once if I didn't catch it, the clerk was 3,370.67 a month.
Yeah.
The election is 349.87 a month.
You said that.
And the district court is 456.28 a month. Right here. I took that off, these off of the payroll sheets that Katie gave us.
Okay, and I think you're right. but I don't know how you've done that based on, you have to set those salaries, and I don't know anywhere they've been set. I don't see that on my sheet of paper.
They were set with all 4 offices lumped into that.
Yeah. How you have to set it.
So all 3 make 41,000, I'm just throwing a number, 41,000.
How you allocate that is not my issue. I'm fine with it, but you have to set it based on that. And if I understand it right, it was the same as Kathy's. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Can I add that?
When you multiply 349.87 times 12.
It's 4188, 88.
4,188.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's not gonna work, like, because that's just gonna bring us back to the number that we had initially.
Right.
We have to figure out
You have
what
to
those
figure that
three
out separate.
are worth. 1,200 a year, 1,800 a year.
By just approving your salary as the clerk, blah, blah, blah. And we can split that out some other project. Because that's how we did it last time.
She's an official, so you're not gonna change it till 2030.
But all you did was arbitrarily said, we're gonna allocate this much to these offices. Which is fine. I'm not saying that's
Then you
wrong.
need to add it to her salary.
Then
What
you
I'm
need
wondering,
to,
do we wanna
then
add
you need
it
to have a
on?
line on here for the clerk of the district
It's
court.
on there.
Okay.
Well,
They're listed under her one deal because that's how she was elected.
Right, so this won't be the same as the treasurer or the assessor, and it will be more. I guess my question is it 1,200 a year each office, or 1,800 a year each office?
With her numbers, she got higher. And what are you saying, just do it on each
Well, this
each
one's
basis?
1,200.
Because the clerk of the court's worth more than an election,
So if you add these 3 numbers together,
right?
and you multiply it times 12, that's her salary, same as Kathy and Casey.
I understand that.
Okay, so multiplying these times 12 isn't gonna do anything.
Good.
now where are you coming from on the 1,200s or the 1,800? Help me with that.
Just use ex officio.
I understand.
And she's trying to set
A salary, but you're trying to set an amount for an election salary. You're trying to set an amount for a clerk salary.
And
And we're wanting to keep that separate from, if I'm understanding, we're gonna look at hers as just the clerk official, just like everybody else, and we're gonna put these as additional
Right.
duties and pay additional
So it
duties. So
would
it's
be-
whether it's 1,200 or 1,800, that's your question is, do you want them both combined, the election and clerk at 12 or 1,800? Or do you want
No.
one at 12 and one at 1,800? Do you want it just like
So,
that?
District clerk, 12 or
District clerk.
1,800. Election official, 12 or 1,800 a year. Register of deeds, 12 or 1,800 a year.
Per year? Okay.
Because she has a deputy for each one of these, so we gotta make sure that deputy follows 65% of what we
Of
said.
that. Okay.
I guess if you want to do that, the 12 or the 1,800.
Do the 12. Thoughts?
So we would take, so this is the base for,
Well, run it at the 12. Let's see what it is.
and so what's 12 times 3, 3,600? Which to me doesn't seem like a lot.
It's not.
5, 4, 8, 9, 7. So then your treasurer and your assessor would be at 54,384.54, and your clerk of district court, register of deeds, election commissioner would be 57,984.54.
Okay.
That's it. That's at 1,200 a
And
year.
so that's her getting the same clerk salary as what the treasurer, as what the assessor gets.
For the clerk,
For the
county
clerk, for the county clerk. And then she's gonna get paid the additional
1,200 for district court, 1,200 for
1,200
election official, and
1,200.
1,200 for register of deeds. which
Katie,
is 3,600 on top of the,
Katie, this is your job we're talking about. What is your opinion?
I ran for this position knowing my wages.
You said that already.
Yes, I did. And I'm gonna stick with it. I am not gonna say that I deserve any more pay than anyone else because I knew what I was getting into when I ran. And that is what I stand for, and I'm not gonna change my mind, and you are not gonna get me to say any other numbers to satisfy your opinion. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
whatever you guys want to do. We can leave it the same as the treasurer and the assessor, or we can increase it for the officers. We'll just go and decide. Tell me what to do. If we leave it the same as the treasurer and the assessor, it'll be $54,384.54. If we add in the $3,600 for the 3 additional offices, it will be $57,984.54 per year. Tell me
Additional
which way
duties,
to go.
additional duties, additional responsibilities, additional money to be paid.
And I'm not disagreeing about the money. That isn't the point.
So what are you disagreeing about?
If you're gonna do this, you should have a line on this resolution for each one of those jobs. Because otherwise you're giving her a lump sum money. I can't tell you how that's split out. And if it's arbitrary, it's illegal.
It's not arbitrary.
Shall we rewrite the,
$3,600
shall we
a month.
rewrite the resolution?
Where's the resolution? Where's the prior resolution?
These are these are, they've been using the same resolution for, I don't know how long.
And how did they do
It
it?
doesn't matter that we add more into the titles. The titles are there. We're just setting the salary for doing all 4 jobs.
Can you raise,
As clerk, she's ex officio, everything else. So if you set the clerk, she's gonna have those duties. Whoever the clerk is gonna have those duties.
So
regardless.
here's what I would do to make this simple. If you want to pay her 57, I'm all in. Okay, but that is not my problem. But I would just put that down there and say, the clerk, because she's ex officio, is gonna make $57,000 to compensate for those actions.
No
So
problem.
I'm all in.
I'm not a problem. How do we want to write it?
And that's what you can do. And I think that's what Robin's trying to.
Yeah,
I think we're all working for the same.
it's all going the same direction, but we have to,
You
yeah.
gotta get it broke out.
Well, I always go around.
I
If you
understand.
get a benefits audit, or a wages and benefits audit on this, they're gonna look at that and say, why is she getting these extra salaries?
And we
And
need
that's all you
that.
have to justify.
And the resolution shows those other positions.
I agree.
So, I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
when
You
you
okay
make
with
your,
57,984.54?
I am absolutely.
All right, so then we have the assessor, which would be the same as the treasurer at 54,384.54. Okay, now we gotta figure the sheriff. And I have a 61 written down here, but I'm not sure that's the right number, Lee.
That should be 61,237 because that's the 3% COLA. And then that's the 5%.
So you just took what he's making today times 8.5%?
Well, let's run it again.
Don did that fast way and it worked. I think.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
less money to do it that way?
It's still less money. Oh, because it's lumping it, so you don't get the one, you lose part of the fold. So you really need to do it, in order to do it right, you do the cost of
Okay.
living at 3%, and then you take
That is not how we're doing the
3.5,
treasurer.
3.5. That's how we need to be doing them.
Okay, go ahead. Do me the treasurer first though.
Okay, feed me the base number.
Treasurer.
Yes.
No.
So is the COLA 3 or 3.5?
3.5.
So the treasurer would be 50,121.84 times 3.5%.
I got 1,700.
Say it again. 1,700.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
$1,754.26,
Okay,
and that's the 3.5, correct?
so add that up.
goes to 51,876.10.
Okay, we'll multiply that times.
0.05. 5?
Mhm.
Okay. It's an additional 2,593.81.
For a total of. Very close.
54,469. Is that what you got?
469.91.
Yes, 54,469.
So that should be
91. That's the square way to do it.
Okay, 469.91. So that puts assessor that just 469.91. Okay, now take that way. The 54,469.91 and add the 3,600 for Katie's 3 extra positions.
That takes it to 58,069.
8,069.
069.91.
0.91 times 3.5%. Am I doing this right?
I've already done the 3.5.
On that?
Because you took this.
Right. Okay, so then it would be times 5.
Yep. Hold up. What you got here? Sorry.
What are you looking at? Oh, that was. So we take 54,469.91 for the clerk and we add 3,600 to that.
I thought we did that already.
You did.
We did.
58,069.91.
Right, 58,069.91.
And is that with the 5%?
That's everything.
That's all in.
Okay, tell me the number again.
58.
Okay.
That's where 58,069.91.
Okay.
Okay.
County chart. Starts at 56,623.08.
Say that again, please. 56.
56,623.08.
You could add about $80 to what we already have, maybe just right about that.
Times 3.5%.
$1,981.81.
Add those together and times 5%.
Just multiply the 56 by 8.5.
Because you lose part of the step. Does that make sense? At 3%, if you figure the whole thing, you got the 3% COLA, 3.5%.
Just a little bit more.
Well, this is the proper way.
Yep, you're right.
Don't try to make it fast.
There's no such thing as fast. This is government.
I bought into it.
That's fast.
What number did you get later?
58,604.89.
58, say it again.
58,604.89.
That's with the 5%?
Nope, that's just the 3%.
Yeah.
Really?
3 or 3.5.
I'm sorry, 3.5. 3.5. Then you're gonna add to the 58,604, you're gonna add 2,930.24. Hope somebody else is checking that math. I've got 6,1.
I'm not.
6,1,535.13.
No question that.
Okay.
Maybe I started with wrong number in the first calculation.
His base pay right now is 56,623.08. times 3.5%.
No,
Is that 1981.80?
yeah, that's what I got.
And then so that with the COLA in there, you're at 58,604. 89. You're gonna add it 29, 30, 24. I came up with 61,535.13. Yeah, again.
That's twice in a row.
Yep.
Good to me.
Good with that, Don?
Yep.
County attorney, he is at, right now, hold on.
31.
You can, the ones of the passion moves added in. Take, 223,160 minus 650.
223,160.
No, $2,231.60
Okay.
minus $650. I think it's 1742.95. I think.
I got 1,581.60.
Okay. Then take that times your 3.5%.
That's $55.36. That comes to a total of $1,636.96.
Times 12.
Times 12 will be
I don't think he
19.
wants that a year.
That'll be 19,643.52.
I hope you're doing math right, Luke, because I'm trusting you.
Well, I hope somebody's checking me.
I'm not checking you. Are you checking, Don?
This is original salary, 18,100 a year.
What was that number you gave, Lee? Oh, that
Because
was,
that's what I've got here.
We did
he
it by,
took the 15,
The annual salary for the office county attorney shall be established at $18,100 per year. Okay. That's for the 23-26 term.
so if you take,
18,000 what?
18,100. We should have used these numbers.
Oh,
well,
No,
because it increased by cost of living
you have
each
the
year,
cost
so
of living instead
you
of,
gotta add in the
Yeah,
3
that's
years
true.
of cost of
That's
living.
true. You're probably right then.
I hate to be wrong.
19,600 what?
19,643.52, and that's based off of coming off the payroll.
643.52. Okay.
Because that's got you're right, that's got the cost of living.
So,
That's
Yeah, the
the
223,
previous.
2,231.60 minus 650 times 12.
perfect.
Okay.
Then times 3.5%.
Then times 3.5%, and then
That total times
times
5%.
5%.
And that equals 19,643.52.
352. Yep.
I'm good there.
Okay, surveyor.
We got me squared up. What's surveyor's current salary?
Let me find him, Carl. Carl is 264.53. Hold on.
Remember,
Yeah,
his
because
is
he doesn't take cash in lieu. So that should be right? Gross pay, 264.53. He's another one that did not get a salary increase in January when all other officials did. He did not. Just saying.
So
so Carl is historically not.
Who's right?
He's not requested one, and it's not totally uncommon for surveyors. because they
It
may,
shouldn't matter. If
they-
we do a cost of living raise for all the officials, it is all the officials.
and I understand that.
Because then this just adds to confusion as to why we didn't.
So I'm telling you why we didn't, or why we didn't, because Carl comes in and asks that there not be one. He makes his money comes from doing the other work outside of the survey.
Okay, and I understand
That
all of
comes
that.
from
But
being in the
that shouldn't
survey.
be Carl's decision because that is an elected position. So when the position comes up to be voted on in November, that dollar amount plays into that.
It does, and I'm not disagreeing that he's not entitled to it. And if you want to include him, that is your
It has to
prerogative.
be, like, that's
That
how
is-
it has to be.
That
That's
is
the
this
board.
board's prerogative. But I'm saying in the past, he's come and asked for that not to be, and the board has deferred to him and his request.
Okay, but I
So
think it should be all.
What's his base
Okay,
salary?
anyway. Would be gross pay, right?
Yep.
264.53
Per month,
per month.
264.53.
Mhm.
Okay. That is 3,174.36 per year times the 0.035.
Mhm.
That will add $111.10.
Got a number?
I think so. I'm waiting for Leif. If we both agree, then it's, oh,
There you go.
and I'm guessing then. I've already written
Okay,
it down.
so
That would, I'd get some. I'm fat fingering the thunder out of this. right now.
3285.46 times 5%.
Yeah. $3,285.46.
This is with your 5% link?
That's with 3%.
Oh.
Now,
285.46.
3285.46.
That's what I got.
So now you multiply that number times your 5. That adds an additional 164.27.
Okay.
That sets the new 3285.
Okay, I would have to talk
Set moves that to $3,449.73.
344973.
73. Yep, is that sparkle?
Sure. All right, commissioners,
I appreciate
964.69. I had this figured out. Commissioners are 11,576.28
Okay.
a year
Okay,
times your 3.5%.
405, 16, 17, 405, 17. That's 3.5%.
I'll make a note of that, and is it okay if I get back to, early next week? Okay, all right, I appreciate that, sir, thank you very much. Bye.
It's 11,567.
No, I got.
11,576.2
28 plus
plus.
405.17. That moves that to 11,981.45. And if you do 5%, that is $599 and 7 cents.
Say that, is this your grand total?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm about there.
You're good. Just didn't know when to start writing.
And the commissioner pay with the 3.5% COLA and the 5%, that would move that to 12,580. 580.52.
All right. I think that covers our resolution, correct?
Did we done the sheriff?
Mhm.
Okay.
So, you got them all, read them.
I believe so. So resolution 2610, I make a motion to approve it. Whereas section 23114 RRS 1943 reissue of 1991 requires that any official's salary shall be set by the county board prior to January 15 of the year when an election shall be held for the respective office. And whereas Article 3, Section 19 of Nebraska Constitution provides that the compensation of any elected official may not be increased or decreased during the term to which he or she is elected, except that the salaries for members of any board of commissioners or legislature may be adjusted for all members at the beginning of the term of any of its members. And now therefore it is hereby resolved that the Banner County Board of Commissioners for Banner County, meeting in regular session, hereby establish the salary schedule for officials elected for the 2027 through 2030 elective term shall be set forth herein, including such additional provisions as may be stated. Number 1, the annual salary for the office of county treasurer be established at $54,469.91 per year for the 2007-2030 term. Number 2, the annual salary for the office of the county clerk, clerk of the district court, register of deeds, election commissioner be established at $58,069.91 per year for the 2027-2030 term. Number 3, the annual salary for the office of county assessor be established at $54,469.91 per year for the 2027 through 2030 term. The annual salary for the office of sheriff be established at $61,535.13 per year for the 2027 through 2030 term. Number 5, the annual salary for the office of county attorney be established at $19,643.52 per year for the 2027 through 2030 term. The annual salary for the office of county surveyor be established at $3,449.73 per year for the 2027 through 2030 term. Number 7, the annual salary for the office of county commissioner be established at $12,580.52 per year for the 2027 through 2030 term for no less than 2 years. In addition to the provisions as set out in the preceding paragraphs, the county will provide all elected officials a group health insurance plan with the same provisions as provided to all employees, which is currently at full family coverage. Banner County is a member of the County Employees Retirement System as required by Section 23-2301, Paragraph 8 as amended, and each elected official will participate in such plan with Banner County, providing the required matching funds. Elected officials must join the plan immediately, first pay period upon taking office. Number 10, commencing January 1, 2027, and each year through 2030, there will be an annual cost of living increase which shall be added to the previous year's salary for all elected officials, which shall be a minimum of 2.4% annual and allow for additional increases in accordance with the Consumer Price Index. Midwest Region when said index increase exceeds 2.4% annual. The county reserves the right to enter any program for the benefit of employees of the county, such as insurance programs or deferred compensation programs, as may be approved, with the right of elected officials to participate and receive the same benefits as other county employees in such programs on the effective date of such programs. It is the intent of the County Board of Commissioners that participation in such programs shall not constitute an increase in the herein adopted salary, but shall be and is part of such salary. Number 12, all deputies shall receive a minimum of 65% of the official's salary. Dated this 8th day of January, 2026.
Okay.
No second? That was my motion.
That was your, okay.
No second? So the motion dies due to lack of a second.
Not yet.
How long would you like, Don?
Well, I'm hoping wait a second.
I'm not gonna second it because it's not enough.
Well, then I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt resolution 25-10, setting the salaries for the county officials for 2027-2030 term. Any further discussion?
Yes.
Okay.
I wish to strike paragraph 8.
I would agree with that. I read that and questioned the same.
That would be my motion if it can give a second.
I will amend my motion, striking paragraph 8 from the resolution. Any further discussion?
Insurance. Not a good idea. I agree. I need coffee.
Now, there should be some discussion. What I'm seeing here is that we're locking ourselves in doing insurance regardless of the cost
Right.
till 2030 for all employees, because you can't discriminate. And I don't want that. I hope we can do that.
But it does say with the same provisions as provided to all employees.
Yes.
So would that change if we change the provision for employees? Would that change for the elected according to that?
What it says is same provisions provided to all employees.
So if we change the provisions for all employees, would that change these?
If you're gonna change the insurance, it's gonna be a broad thing and it's gonna go across to everything all the way.
But does this allow us to do that? I guess is that right? Is that your question? Does that allow us the freedom?
Well, it says that the county will provide all elected officials. Doesn't say family. Doesn't say,
Which is currently family.
which is currently fulfilled, which is
But it
current.
does say the same provisions as
Same
to all
provisions, so
employees.
if you're
we
gonna pass,
change
if you're
them-
gonna change something, it'll pass through everything. Now, I don't agree with changing the insurance either, so,
Well, all I know is when you get to budget time, you're gonna have,
we're gonna have to make a
we're
decision.
under
We
how
might,
much
we
money
might change,
what the mill levy is.
we might change types of insurance that we have, but we will still continue to provide insurance, I'm hoping.
One thing when I talked to a larger company that was pounded into my head, whatever we do not do away with your family insurance offering, whether it be the employee paid part or the county still pay the whole thing. Do not do away with your family because that is an employment attraction.
Absolutely.
Not many counties, well, we're only one of the few that offer one family, so do not ever, that was their
Most of the young people would rather hold $35 an hour in their hand and nothing else.
Right. Right.
And that's who we're dealing with. Mark, if we leave that paragraph in, can we drop the insurance policy if we choose to do that?
Okay.
Modify the
That's
insurance.
If you, as the individual office holder, does not want to be on the insurance, that, yes.
No. Can we unilaterally, as the board, cancel an insurance if that's in
It,
the
it says,
resolution?
with the same provisions as provided to employees. So if we change the insurance provisions, does that trickle down to the officials?
You can decline.
No.
No.
Can you
I
tell them we're
understand.
not offering it?
Can you tell
The employees, as well as elected officials.
Say that
that
we,
you're just not going to offer insurance at all?
that-
No
that's
health
just a,
insurance?
that's
no-
just a
No, but
hypothetical. Does it flow down to this, officials, or does this lock us in to full family coverage from 2027 to 2030, no matter what we do?
That's the question, is that?
I think it mandates us to carry
It
insurance on
reads
the
as
elected
such.
officials regardless of what the rest.
But it says the same
Was that a
provisions
problem
as
to
provided
mandate it
to all
for
elected.
elected officials versus?
Well, if you
Yeah,
change it
it
for
is
your
to me.
employees, then
That's, do you know how much our benefits policy costs?
I do.
$1,500 a month times 12?
I do.
And that may double in the next 5 years.
Right.
What do you do then? We can't fire an elected official.
can we change, what, I guess
Do
my
you want it to
question
be
is, Mark,
offer instead of provide?
Yes.
Okay.
May offer,
Then don't strike the whole damn paragraph.
okay. Well, help me out here.
Okay.
Leave
May, how about the county
So-
may provide?
but it says with the same provisions to all employees. So if we change the insurance for employees, does that trickle down to the officials? That's my question.
I don't think it can.
Can it trickle down to where the officials take the same change in insurance that the employees do? Or does this lock us into full family?
Oh, the carrier is, if it's just you, and you're gonna elect your coverage
Right.
with
Yep.
your carrier, okay, right?
Right.
So if it's you and Lane, then it's.
I don't think you
it's
understand my
it's employee
question.
spouse.
Can we make this match? If we change insurance for the employees, this says full family coverage. Does it lock us into full family coverage for all of our officials from
They're
2027 to 2030?
Okay.
Or do we have the option to change insurance? We want to make it so that we can change the
If you wanna
insurance in
change
that
your insurance,
2027,
read
2030 timeframe.
paragraph 11. You've already changed it, for one, because you left an ankle flat and went with the neck. So you've already done that.
So we can. I think that was your problem, right? Is we didn't want to be locked in if something changed.
In terms of retirement programs, benefit of employees and county insurance. Okay.
But participation in such programs shall not constitute an increase in the herein adopted salary, but shall be and is part of such salary. So if we, that's just hypothetically, that's not doing this, but if the employee were to pay part in the official of the insurance, the officials would not be required to do that because it's already part of their salary.
So what that is there for is
Your signature.
when
It's just verifying.
it's saying you go from a
Yeah, verifying your signature, and I just sent it
high
to the state.
deductible
I think it's for
health insurance
some gets sent in.
and you go to a more traditional plan that has a lower deductible with traditional co-pays, co-insurance and that sort of stuff. That would actually be more beneficial to the officials because it's less costly. And that's technically an increase
Thank you.
in their pay. That's an increase in their compensation. So that paragraph covers those types of changes. If you change an insurance plan and that insurance plan that you're changing to is more beneficial for your employees and your officials and everybody else, that itself does not constitute.
Does it still leave the door open if we want our employees to pay part of the health insurance premium? Does it still leave that door open? The way this is stated?
Yes, it does.
Was that kind of your question?
That's
I
where I
don't
wanna
want
be.
to close
I
the
wanna
door
be
so
able
we're
to-
locked into this for 4 years. We may not be here, but.
Yeah,
Well, so I mean,
this is a compensation that is locked in for 4 years for elected officials. We can do whatever we want for the hourly employees. Legally. I'm not liking it, but I'm just telling you. Yeah. If we get down the road and it doubles, which
so
is
what
entirely
paragraph
likely.
8 says is that the officials can be provided the group health insurance plan at the same with the same coverage
As everybody else.
as everybody else, which is currently full family.
That can change.
That
Well, it
says if
leaves
you're an
tomorrow-
elected official, you can get full family as part of your
Yes.
compensation. Okay. 11 says if we change things with like insurance benefits, maybe some other sort of retirement, a life insurance policy, maybe the board wants to buy a flight for life membership for everybody. Okay. That those types of things are not going to constitute an increase in their compensation. That violates the statute.
It doesn't close the door to
But it does not close the door from changing those things or whatever. Correct.
Thank you. Was that your question?
Yeah. So do you think we're good? We
I
can,
think you're-
okay.
If you change insurance, you change insurance.
Or
This
drop
doesn't,
insurance completely.
this doesn't
Well,
stop.
because the three of us may not be here in 4 years. Could be a whole new
Well, I
person, and I
mean,
don't want to close the door. If
right.
that
But-
board would like to make changes.
but
I don't want to
For example,
lock
if
them
you're,
in anything.
no, it's not gonna change that because the carrier is only going to insure what you're wanting to insure. Are you insuring at
Do you want to leave your
spouse
initial
or
motion, or would you like to?
employee and children, employee spouse, family?
Would it be wise to convert will to may? Which is a
It's up to
different
you.
word.
It's up to you. I mean,
You're the guy that's got to defend it.
well, I mean,
Clarify.
the resolution.
We
needs to-
may provide a group health insurance plan. We may not.
It needs,
They may not. We may not even be the board, but they may not.
well,
I like may instead of will. Leaves the next board in 5 years, the door open.
I don't know if I would do that. I would maybe change. If I was gonna pick a word to change,
Okay.
I would change provide to offer.
Okay, makes some sense, yeah.
Same thing.
Is it?
Mm,
Maybe not.
that means you can offer basically nothing.
It's the same thing. What do you want to do, Don, with your motion?
Well, first of all, I withdraw my motion to strike paragraph 8.
Okay.
And I would strike will and add may. Because I think it's less restricted. But I don't know.
Is that your amendment?
Yeah.
I will second the amendment to not strike paragraph 8, but change county may provide. Any further discussion? Hmm? Roll call vote, please.
And we're voting on adopting the resolution.
Right, with the changing will to may.
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
No.
While we're still on the wages and benefits,
We need to address the road department before we get out of here. We still
Oh,
have
to
to do
set the
that.
base
We
pay.
need to set the base
Okay.
pay.
Okay.
So I'd make a motion to move the base pay operator level 1 to $19 an hour.
Second.
it's been moved and seconded to increase, is that yours or mine? Increase the level 1 operator pay. Did I get
Yeah,
that?
do you have that sheet? Does anybody have that sheet?
Well, not Dawn's, but I have this one.
So
You
basically
should
what
have
you,
one.
oh, is there one in the packet? I didn't go over.
Okay, so we have a motion, hold on a second, wait.
Okay, got it.
Been moved and seconded to increase the base pay for road employees, level 1 to $19 an hour. Any further discussion? Okay.
Yes, lots of discussion.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
So I know it goes to my operators, but I know that Chelsea hasn't had anything for a while. How can I adjust her pay? Do I go
I
off
think
of-
we just let you look at that, Eric, and come to us with what you said.
Okay,
Don't you think?
I think that's
kind
fine.
of your
Zane pretty well took care of it.
your thing.
sorry.
My office is separate from the roads.
Yeah, I know.
Right, right.
I know.
If we look into salaries, we may get with you and make sure that that salary for your secretary and our secretary are.
So we have, where's the operator 1, operator 2? Where's that? I see what we
I just
currently
have
pay.
Dawn's email.
Yeah,
Where is that? Does somebody have a copy of
it's
that?
in the personal thing.
It is, but I don't have
I
that.
don't either. So what do you need to know, Mike?
Well, I just want to make sure we formulate that all the way across to cover the foreman, to cover
Oh, it will.
everybody.
should.
He's gonna, he'll effectively get about,
So it's 8.5% is what it is roughly.
okay,
I mean, eight
And
point.
that's right, like we did with everybody else.
I think that's good. I hope everybody's happy. But they are,
Jay Dove is your road foreman, Tim Grubbs is your shop foreman, is that correct? Yes, if you would look at your secretary's pay, please, like, we missed those increases on the road department side. So whatever you come up with that on, Eric.
See, there's no COLA onto that schedule. There's no cost of living increase because it doesn't, that's all built in all. But
The check you pay.
Right. So it's all encompassing into that. So there's no cost of living increase given off of the chart that you've got. It's got it based on the years after that. So what we've got to do is make sure that we move Chelsea into, and you would probably define her as an operator. Remind me, operator 1, operator 2, operator 2 is a CDL, operator 1 does not. So you would move Chelsea into operator 1.
Yeah.
But she's been here for X amount of years, so that.
So then she would get her years and she'd end up on the scale with that.
Scale.
You understand what I mean? 3, we should be on year 3, yeah.
Okay.
But you put her on the scale, so she'd earn 3 of that grade.
Okay.
We're not redoing, I want to clarify, we're not redoing that schedule. I like that schedule.
Yeah, I like that schedule.
We're not redoing that, correct?
Right.
Okay, we're just changing the base rate of operator 1, which should filter through to everything else. That should filter through to your part-times. That should filter through to absolutely everything. Your foremans, the whole works.
well, the part-timers are different. Because he is,
I set part-time up actually to 20.
I'm aware.
I would like to leave that alone.
Okay,
The only reason why I say that, and I know it's not fair to a part-time person, but I'm trying to eliminate part-time help.
Yep.
I'm trying to get us full-time people so we have full-time schedule. I like seasonal, full-time, what do we call that, part-time seasonal, where if you're working here all summer or all winter, you're at 40 hours a week. I like that aspect of it instead of
working 1 day a week or 3 days a week or whatever schedule they have.
So, talking about part-time,
I mean, do you want me, I mean, I can raise up, I mean, I can raise the part-time the same rate as everybody else, you know, so it'd be what, 22 something.
Buck and a half an hour.
Yeah.
I think 100 personally.
I think that's, if that's what you guys want, I would do that, no problem.
Well, it's 8.56%.
so I have a question on your part-time and your part-time seasonal. Do part-time and part-time seasonal get holiday benefits?
Benefits.
I thought that part-time seasonal did. My mistake.
So
on that.
it's only a select few that get holiday pay on your part-time. It needs to be an all or none. And I think our handbook says you have to work the day before a holiday and the day after a holiday, the next working day after a holiday.
I would just say, and my thought is, the part-time employees do not get that.
Including holidays.
Including all. Because they're only here, several of them are only here 1 day a week. Some are 2, some are 3, some are
I feel like we just
seasonal.
needed to clarify
Yeah,
that with Katie because
Does that
or
include
Chelsea.
me
What?
as a part-time? I'm not sure on the scale that I'm at, because actually I really don't even know where I'm at.
Honestly, we need to create a classification, especially, we did that for the foremen, because essentially you're a foreman.
So you would move through the
Correct.
levels?
Yeah.
And
So we add you to the
Not
class.
that
We
we're
take
gonna
your
maintain
base
it,
pay, we
but-
add the percentage to it, and we put it right into the class.
And that's probably what should happen.
That's probably exactly what should happen. It should be defined and it should be on a sheet to,
Yeah.
I can't find it.
and just make sure Chelsea's on there as well, so
Yes.
she doesn't get,
I will make sure that she's definitely on it. Now, my question to that, does that go back to January 1st of this
Yes.
year? Okay. Thank you for that.
and then be sure that Katie gets a copy
Yep.
for pay, well, I guess Chelsea.
So you'll reformulate the entire thing
Mm-hmm.
and then, and it basically it's based off of what is it, 8.5?
8.56.
Which is right what we did for the officials.
Okay.
Can you send us a copy of that? When you
I
get
have
it
a
done?
copy here. Is this what you guys are, is this what my,
That's probably what I've been digging around for
Dawn's.
the last
Is this
5
what
minutes.
you're
That's exactly what I'm
Yep,
looking
that's
for.
exactly the one.
So what you'll do is you'll put base, operator 1. Well, that's at 17. So I figured 1750. So I figured off of operator 2. So it's 8.5% is what it is. So 17, you'll go up to 8.5%. 1750, you'll go to 8.5%, which makes that to,
The starting,
The first
there's
one's
only one
19.
starting pay for everything.
right. Okay. Well, I figured it at 1750. I didn't figure it off.
And
And
I think that's right.
Can we just let-
40 grand.
The base pay
Okay.
is 19 is what I.
All you have to
let
do is
Eric
change the
go
base
in
pay
there.
to 19.
Right,
Okay.
and then let
Filter through the
Eric
system.
figure them from there.
filter it out for us.
Based on seniority and classification.
Done.
okay, so base pay is not, so then the operator 1 would be 19, it would be 1950. Would they would just move right on
I
it?
hope we can afford that.
I looked at it, we have it.
You're good
Sure
with
can
the
this
budget
year.
on that?
I'm sorry.
The budget's good on that?
Yeah, I already, yeah, we're way up.
Yeah.
Well, we were
Yeah,
short road
full
employees for so long that
Yeah.
there was months there where we were
Okay, so.
skeleton
When
crews, so
can I
it should be.
give this next meeting? Would you guys like to look at it next meeting?
No, it's,
Just whenever,
I
Eric,
think
just email it if you would, whenever.
Yeah,
we're
as soon as we
approving
put
it
it
right
together,
now, won't
we'll,
we?
I'll send it to you.
We're approving the changes to it right now,
Right
so
now,
it takes,
yeah.
so you'll formulate it and then just present us with a new one after it's formulated, but it's
Yeah.
in right now.
It's in right now. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay,
Do we need a motion and a vote on that?
yep.
Okay.
Make a motion to move the base pay to $19 per hour for the road department operator 1.
You already got that, don't you? Or did I second it, or
There wasn't a second.
I'll second?
Did you second it, Don?
Yes.
It's been moved and seconded to increase the road department operator 1 base pay to $19 an hour to follow through on all other employees. Any further discussion? Good, good.
Good.
Roll call vote, please.
Ron,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes?
Dave,
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to mention, remind me how our custodial salary works. We have, and this is why I want, part of the reason I want a payroll audit. Where
Not on our agenda.
when you have an employee that's working over 40 hours a week, and we're not compensating for that.
And I thought that we agreed that, and that's, one of the deputies is doing that.
And,
She's only supposed to work 36 hours, I thought. I don't know. I remember talking about that. We didn't want to work over 40 hours. What they're supposed to do is do that during their job as at the same salary that they're on. It's like an extra duty is assigned,
Mhm.
which we have the right to do.
that's what I thought, but we're paying $23 an hour for custodial.
That's not our
The
line.
one, no, it's not. And the one could, I just want to verify. The one, well, each one claims 12 hours a month. And so it's $276 a piece, so $540 a month for custodial. Which I think is right in the
That's right,
ballpark,
that's-
is where we're,
it's perfect.
is where we want to be. I just want to run them numbers past you too, so you were aware.
Do we need to change that? I don't think we need
I
to
think
change
it's
it.
fine.
If it's legal, I'm good.
But we can't have an employee that works over 40 hours, reports more than 40 hours, and we're not paying her overtime.
That is correct.
We cannot legally do that. Hence the,
Well, wait a minute.
Uh,
How did we manage? Because we talked about this before. Did we say they're employees of the commissioners? Because they're not.
they're,
They're
they're
the opposite.
deputies.
That's correct. Is
But
that
we oversee
okay?
the deputies.
Huh?
We oversee the deputies. Well, it doesn't matter
I
whose
don't hire and
employee
fire
it is.
them, and I don't set their salary.
And it doesn't matter whose employee it is. They're working overtime and we're not compensating them for it.
Technically, I'm sure you're right. Next meeting, we need to fix that. 'cause-
Sometimes it's 5 different offices, sometimes it's 3 different offices.
We were doing that, and that wasn't. I have to go back and look at the minutes from that.
Yeah, I would too.
That was about a year and a half ago, and then had to.
Which
go
one
back
was
and
that,
look at
Mark?
the minutes.
Onto the minutes on the, when we went from contract to.
Well,
It,
and I mean, this is right in the ballpark.
yeah, there's no problem.
Yeah,
It's not
I don't
a
have
matter
a
of
problem.
money. It's a
I have
matter
no
of
problem with what, I mean,
being able.
Right,
$275 a month, roughly. Really.
great.
And I think the courthouse looks great. I have
Thanks, too. I
absolutely
think
no
they've done
problem
a
with
great
it. My
job.
problem is we can't have employees working
And,
overtime and not compensating them for that.
and I think the idea was that if they work 40 hours, then we're paying them out of a different fund.
Right, that's correct.
Okay.
But,
So,
but
I don't
on a
know what
lot
we
of
get away
these,
with that, but
this employee on a lot of these is not even claiming the custodial hours and still over time.
that's not mine. That's their departments.
It's gonna be our department to kind of get sued for it. We
Yeah,
can't
well-
legally do it.
And then employee or been elected,
What's that?
Term employee.
waiting not.
So they do have to be compensated. We should probably fix that. Just,
It's gonna do.
Huh?
And I don't, how can I share that information with them? Send it to you?
Talk to the employee. I mean, you can talk to the employee
Right?
talk to the elected if it's not me.
and get,
What's that?
As long as it's not me.
you can talk to the employee and figure
Figure
it
it
out.
out.
Shouldn't require board action.
It's gonna require board action, we get sued for it.
Well, that's probably the least of your benefits program. We'll get you one.
Yeah. I totally lost my agenda and all of that. Did we cover everything?
I think so.
I believe so.
We're to the adjournment part.
Are you guys good to adjourn?
Absolutely.
We will adjourn Banner County Board of Commissioners at 11:53. I'm going to quickly get my Katie, do you have time for me to, for the election, or would you like me to wait till after 12:30? I'm kind of close to your lunch hour and I don't wanna.
Okay.
You've got one.
Well,
What's happening?
Numbers is small.
That's certainly.
Actually,
I was
too.
hoping for the